Young girls find 4 people having sex in Taco Bell bathroom. I'm sure Taco Bell is thrilled today.
Yeah.
Are they a sponsor? Are we allowed to do this?
It's a news story. We're not making any accusations.
2 young children walk into a downtown restaurant bathroom and see 4 people having sex. Their parents are so disturbed they want all parents to be aware of the situation.
Why can't we see this stuff?
I know.
Why does it always have to be?
Why can't we be having sex in the bathroom at a Taco Bell?
Why does this always go to someone that doesn't appreciate us? Wouldn't you like to see people having sex in a bathroom?
Why not walk in and see that?
Perk up your day.
Be great. You just kick back.
Disturbed, they want all parents to be aware of the situation. Alana Greenfogle met with the family today. And Alana, what restaurant are we talking about?
Terry, this particular incident happened at the Taco Bell. And
he was deep in her taco.
Tuna taco.
Why did she have to say this particular incident?
Yeah.
We know which one you mean, asshole.
The only one.
Yeah.
And it's like they want to be aware of these situations. Like, watch out when you send your kids into a bathroom because there might be sex going on.
But it's almost like if he said there was sex in the bathroom of a fast food restaurant, and she said, yeah, parents were outraged, and he said, this incident you mean? And she went, no, this was the McDonald's one in 75. No shit, idiot. We know which one you're fucking talking about.
This particular incident happened at the Taco Bell in downtown South Bend, but police say people have sex everywhere and anywhere. The lunch experience for one family south of the border.
Definitely not family friendly.
Goes beyond borderline disturbing.
While they were eating, the youngest had to use the restroom.
So 5-year-old Emma was escorted by her 11-year-old sister. And when they pushed open the bathroom door,
They saw 2 women servicing 2 men in the restroom.
Wow. Who pulled that off?
Holy shit, 2.
Could you find a smellier place to get your dick sucked?
Oh, man.
A fucking Taco Bell toilet? Holy shit. What game these guys must have.
I like Fernando. He was nice.
By getting you to suck his dick in a Taco Bell toilet.
The Taco Bell toilet?
2.
Sure. And when they pushed open the bathroom door,
They saw 2 women servicing 2 men in the restroom.
My 11-year-old asked me, how come 2 women were coming out of the bathroom and why were 2 guys in there? And they were making funny noises.
11 years old is not still not old enough to start learning about such things as that.
As parents, we're supposed to protect our children, not put them in harm's way.
Oh, she got a little upset.
Tears.
Put them in harm's way. Was it in harm's way? The woman's mouth was over it.
Exactly. Why don't you fucking grow up a little bit? It happens. 2 people were they were fucking around in there. They should have been. They should have locked the door, and they didn't. So fucking live.
Yeah.
Nice.
Funny noises.
Yeah.
Charlie Callis was in there.
I just came.
We got more to the story. This is one of those just rare incidents. You're not going to keep your
this
kids
is
away
1
from
in a
this stuff,
million. Come
unfortunately.
on.
It's 1 in a million. You're right.
I hope I would never have to explain to my 11-year-old child what would be going on.
I wouldn't want to see that.
No way.
That guy's a liar.
I would want to see that. And first of all, to explain it to your 11-year-old child, you wouldn't say, well, honey, what you did was walk in the bathroom. The women were sucking men's cocks, which is what you do when you want them to come in your mouth. It's not. Wouldn't you be like, well, they were doing something that grown-ups do in a very inappropriate place.
They shouldn't be doing it in the bathroom.
They shouldn't be doing it in there.
So obviously they're married.
Let's leave it at that. It's just one of those things where you can explain it in a way where you don't have to fucking go into detail, dummy.
You see, he was deep dicking the girl.
Yes. That's usually what happens before he sticks it inside her pussy. You get it?
What idiot 11-year-old doesn't know what a blowjob is? I knew what that was when I was in fucking 3rd grade.
Of course you did. You were giving him.
Well, all right, I'm an exception. But who doesn't know what that is?
And if the woman's having her time of the month, you stick it in her shitter.
That is true. But although I guess that was like 7. I used to think to get a woman pregnant, you had to fuck her in the ass with a rubber on. I thought the rubber had the stuff on it that made the girl pregnant.
That's not outrageous because
I know.
That's not outrageous because Ira from Friday's show, I do believe he thinks the asshole was the vagina.
Yeah, he did.
I think he did.
Yeah.
And he's 65. I think he thinks girls pee out of their vagina, so that's like just their pee area.
Yeah.
And then you bang them in the shitter.
But to put in a rubber and fuck her in the ass, you did the least pregnant activities.
I know. That's like, but I think I was 7 when I thought that.
I don't care if
and
you were
I don't
1.
know why. Yeah, I know. I don't know why. And I didn't understand because, you know what? I think because people called it a scumbag. They'd call the rubber a scumbag. So I thought it had the scum on it, which is the stuff that got the woman pregnant. And then I didn't know, about the vagina, really. I didn't have one. So I just thought you stuck it up the girl's ass. Because I wasn't too sure about the differences between guys and girls' anatomy.
Now that I think about it, I think I thought the same thing, except for the stuff on the rubber.
The magical
that's
stuff.
That's insane.
And then I started actually thinking about, well, why can't a girl just take the scumbag and put it on something, and then put it up her ass, and she wouldn't even need men, And that's when I think I started asking questions.
Who set you straight?
School.
Your dad probably sat you down and was like, Jesus.
No, it wasn't Dad.
Christ.
Definitely wasn't Dad.
This is how you do it.
It was school. It was school. Some fucking kid at school knew the whole deal.
Apparently, you still think rubbers get girls pregnant. You won't wear them.
Yes. I steer clear of those nasty old things. Don't want to get a girl pregnant. Take that rubber off. It's dangerous.
I like to go ask the pussy and then go, here, you work out the bacterial mess. That's a you problem, not a me problem.
There was always a kid at school that thought he had the knowledge to tell the rest of us.
Yeah.
Go see John. He knows.
He knows. But
he'll answer all your questions.
It's like,
he always had it wrong.
Get pregnant?
I'm trying to remember some of the stuff I was told by these idiots that thought they had knowledge.
I think it was a big story. I think I remember a story being told by some kid about how a girl gets pregnant. And I didn't chime in with my theory after I heard his theory.
What was his theory?
Because mine then sounded ridiculous.
His theory was the right
theory? He takes the dick and puts it in a vagina. His was a theory that made a little more sense. I decided not to give my side of it and do a little more research.
Yeah, well, he had a better theory, like you jerk off on plastic and then slip and slide until you get knocked up. Your theory stunk.
Mine was really stupid.
What else did you think you get her pregnant? Carrying her books?
Yes. Could happen.
Anthony.
I hope I would never have to explain to my 11-year-old child what would be going on.
I wouldn't want to see that.
No way.
The Schumans are still shaken up.
Just get lonely.
And only hope other children won't ever see what their kids saw.
I was fuming, I was angry, I was upset, I was concerned.
What else?
It's scary because now I don't want to send my children to the bathroom by themselves. And my 11-year-old doesn't want to be treated like a child. She wants to feel grown up.
Well.
And I can't do that now.
Oh, what's wrong with
baby.
you?
This
Shut
woman
up.
Is that the mother of the girl?
Gotta be.
Okay.
Thinks her kid's
All right,
innocence
so I
have just been
understand a little bit.
scooped away from them.
Asshole. Fucking, would you have preferred the kid walked in and someone was shitting?
Yeah, I know. That's another one. Tippy Tom in there. Shut the door. I'm taking a shit.
Fucking guy crying. That's a lawsuit. She's just doing that for a lawsuit.
Oh, yeah, that's a big
The
one.
Schumans contacted Taco Bell because they want the bathroom doors to stay locked to prevent people from just wandering in. Robert says at first a manager told him they wouldn't do that, even though they found people having sex before. Well, today a Taco Bell...
Where's this Taco Bell?
Wow.
There's probably they don't want homeless people fucking around. There are people shooting up.
That's
What the fuck's going on at this Taco Bell, though?
some fucking in the bathroom, apparently.
In the open? This Taco Bell's got to be in a weird area.
Yeah.
Yes, Danny.
It's in South Bend, Indiana.
Really?
South Bend, huh?
That's like the safest place in the world.
Who knew?
Isn't it?
I would
I
imagine.
like having sex there.
having sex before. Well, today a Taco Bell spokesperson sent us this statement. The safety of our customers is our #1 priority, and although this is an isolated incident, we're having self-locking doors installed as a precautionary measure.
I love that. The safety of the customer is their #1 concern. No, it isn't. Making fucking money. Why? Be honest. I would say the safety of our customer is the second most important concern we have.
I think it's a lot lower
What's
than
the
that.
first one?
Because it doesn't even come into your mind that people
No.
aren't safe coming into your place.
Of course not.
Exactly. Cleaning the loads off the floor should be second. Safety third, because the guy will slip on it and crack his head. They actually hire cum cleaners. They have
squeegies.
Yeah, squeegees and little teeny mops. Nobody wants that gig.
the teeny mop gig.
Whenever you get the thin mop, you're like, ah, boy, I shouldn't have been late last week. Then you got to squeeze the mop over out and make a milkshake.
I would love to hear that over the loudspeaker as you're in the fast food restaurant.
Oh,
we need a cum cleaner in the men's room.
Men's room.
As you're online, just sitting there.
We have a jism spill in the restroom. John, could you get in there, please? Yeah, take the squeegee. It's a big load. Don't let the kids in there. Just squeegee as much as you can down the drain on the floor, and then mop up the rest of the cum. Yes, Taco Bell, your order, please.
Youch.
Yowza.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
It's a good story, huh?
Good story.
Anthony, I was telling you about that Facebook. There's a group that started up on Facebook. I have not heard this yet. Danny says it's pretty terrific. So why don't we get right into the audio, and we'll stop when we have to.
Right.
It's disgusting. It's despicable. Like, who would ever do that?
You can join all kinds of groups on Facebook. This one was called I Heart Jews, and at one point had more than 2,000 members. But then the pride turned into pain as the image of Hitler took over. Wendy Erdheim couldn't believe her eyes.
I get a notice that says the name of the group I Love Jews has been changed to Hitler, the greatest man in history.
Group members reacted quickly with...
All right, look, they fell for a gag, I would gather. Somebody came up with a little gagaroony there that
little Facebook gag,
a little very poor in taste.
Obviously,
but wow, holy shit!
Especially the name Hitler, the greatest man in history.
So the guy went through the time of the I Heart Jews. He opens up the site. Probably puts out a bunch of...
he had over 2,000 members.
2,000 members.
Knowing that he had a great punchline.
Knowing that the fucking turn, the heel turn was going to be classic.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let me hear that again.
Turned into pain as the image of Hitler took over. Wendy Erdheim couldn't believe her eyes.
I get a notice that says the name of the group I Love Jews has been changed to Hitler, the greatest man in history.
Group members reacted quickly with comments like, "Is this a joke? Because if it's not, I am absolutely appalled." And, "This is not I Heart Jews."
It's not I Heart Jews. No, it's not.
Yeah.
I'm pissed off because I went from Hitler, the greatest man in history, and then one day I logged on and it was I Heart Jews, and I didn't know who to complain to.
Everybody's confused.
Yeah.
I like the woman said, "Is this a joke?" No, ma'am, it's not. It's an actual... he was actually hoping the group would go with it.
Yeah.
You dope.
It's a joke.
Just don't belong to the group.
We like just changing the name every so often.
Just some asshole online. You know what it is.
Be a break.
And then a little more to the story here.
I love this.
Mark Weitzman tracks internet hate groups for the Simon Wiesenthal Center and says this was no accident. He believes Facebook...
This was no voting accident.
Whoopsie, what did I upload? Oh, an entire Hitler site. Or a Jew site used to be.
Yeah, what was your first clue? It wasn't an accident.
Oops.
Harry, the greatest man in history, and he misspelled it. My Uncle Harry.
Uploaded the wrong pictures.
Yes.
Groups for the Simon Wiesenthal Center and says this was no accident. He believes Facebook users were set up for an internet slap on the face.
Without any further knowledge of who the owners are, one would have to say that it's premeditated and the intent was there from the beginning. It's up to the really people involved, the ISPs, the service providers, as well as the users to sort of keep an eye on this and to bring it to people's attention and to insist that something be done to prevent it.
So apparently, before that Jewish site there,
oh yeah, right.
There's a suspicion that it may have been premeditated.
What?
Why can't they just say obviously somebody was making a joke?
We're all looking at you very suspiciously. Right?
No, it wasn't me. I must say.
All right.
I live among the Jews. They are my neighbors, my brethren. I live among the tribe.
It's a great gag, though.
As they say.
It's wrong, obviously, but wow, that guy thought it out.
It was thought out. It's very tasteless, but as far as practical jokes go, holy shit.
Yeah. Holy shit-a-rooney.
Sure got them. Wow.
Give it a shit-a-rooney.
Yeah, holy shit-a-rooney.
That's a shit-a-rooney.
You can set people up very easily on that, I guess. Mm-hmm. You put together a site that's going to get a bunch of people on there under the guise that it's a sympathetic site, and then you turn it around and do some opposite.
You do the old flip.
What could you do?
You flip it.
What else could you do?
Man impersonates dead mother to get Social Security benefits. Anyone?
You know, I think somebody who does some shit like this, they ought to. They should have a lenient sentence just for the creativity.
Yeah, he really did go all out.
Yeah, he did.
That's not just,
He's shown a lot of initiative. If we give this guy a legal job with his stick-to-itiveness.
Authorities say 49-year-old Thomas Parkin is an accomplished impersonator. So good, in fact, that he collected $117,000 in Social Security checks and rent subsidies by impersonating his mother, Irene Prusik. She died in 2003, but authorities say Parkin impersonated her for years, going as far as donning sunglasses, a wig, and a dress to conduct her personal business.
This comes out number one. This guy's not stupid. This guy's very smart. And, I think, his schemes were absolutely brilliant.
Authorities say the man on the right in the surveillance video, Milton Romolo, was posing as the woman's nephew.
Wow.
He has also been charged in the case.
You have anything you want to say, sir?
Investigators say Parkin falsified his mother's death certificate and lived in his mother's townhouse, collecting rent subsidies and falsely claiming that he had a disability and that his mother was still alive and was his landlord.
And then he dressed up like his mother.
Oh, man.
And he even had a scarf around his. Maybe they explain the next.
Yeah, no, but you know what made it funny?
A scarf around his neck to hide the Adam's apple.
But you know what made it funny was he went down there with a buddy of his. So they had to have been laughing in the car.
Oh yeah, dude, look at this fucking check. Rocks.
But the home had been sold in foreclosure after Prusik died, and a dispute arose between Parkin and the new owner, and authorities got wind of the alleged scam. As they investigated, Parkin dressed up as his mother and tried to keep the ruse alive.
He wore a scarf around his neck so that it would prevent us from seeing the Adam's apple. He had large sunglasses even inside the house when we went to see him. And he had an oxygen mask on his face as well.
He and Romolo are charged with grand larceny, criminal impersonation, and other charges, and they're both being held on $1 million bail.
$1 million?
$1 million bucks is like...
Are you kidding?
That's like murder shit.
You get less money for murdering someone or less bail.
But you fucked with the Illuminati there.
You're
trying to get off the wheel. They don't let you do that.
Off the wheel?
I like how he dressed like Nancy Reagan.
Yeah, I know. Look at her. The big fucking glasses.
The red. Got the red word.
Oh, look at her signing that thing. Yes. Where do I sign, Sonny?
It's their money, Anthony.
Yep.
It's theirs. They give it to you, and your job is to get into debt. And if you don't, they take it away from you. That's how it works. You're not supposed to dress up like dead people and get free shit.
So that's why the $1 million bill.
Yeah, $1 million bill. God, they put him in the bottom of the prison with all the sodomites.
He fucking makes sense sometimes, Bill Burr.
I wasn't listening, though. How did they catch him? How did they get suspicious?
Standing up.
Well, they said that because obviously the mother did die, and the house that he was trying to hold on to was sold.
How did it happen?
And I guess he wanted to live in the house, so he just dressed up like her, and a dispute arose between the guy that bought this house and the son.
Okay.
So that's how it got brought to the authorities' attention.
Oh,
that's
shit.
Terrible.
That's terrible. I'm sorry. How did your mother die?
Hey, what's up with this cooking death on Long Island?
Oh.
I just saw like a big headline, cooking death.
Well, it seems in Comac, an elderly woman, she's like in her 80s, was cooking, and she lit her little gown, her little house dress on fire, and burnt to death.
That's terrific. That's terrific.
That's terrible. I'm sorry.
Wait, I'm sorry, and I wasn't paying attention. Hold on a minute.
Yeah.
Hold on a minute.
That's
Hold on, I got to do an oldie but goodie. Hold on.
Had to hurt.
So what's up with this cooking death? So she was 83 or something?
I think 83.
Was she Italian, just trying to make her dumb sauce?
I don't know if it's a dumb sauce or if she was baking, because the neighbor said she liked to bake.
Yeah.
But yeah, she was by the stove, obviously, and her clothing caught fire, and she, I guess, panicked, started to run, and just was engulfed in flames and fell on the ground and died at the scene. Burned to death.
Spun in a circle on fire in the kitchen.
Just bumping into things, setting them on fire.
Knocking pots over.
Oh,
yeah.
What does she wear when she cooks? An asbestos hat? What an idiot.
You know, I just got to say, we're always searching out the greatest laugh ever. I don't think we'll ever beat that.
That is a good one.
Those two newsmen from that Washington TV station. Watching the model falling over and over again.
Yeah.
But anyway,
yeah, she burnt.
This proves there's no God. These stories come up, and then you just got to go, all right, that solves it. You don't need any of these religious people or scientists or any of that crap. You just go, yeah, there's no God.
How could there be?
All she wants to do is she's 83 and she just wants to make her dumb sauce.
I just want to cook.
Lived her life.
I'm on fire.
Right. What did she do to deserve that? What the hell did she do
Just
to deserve that?
Elderly screams of pain. Oh, what a way to go.
And she panicked and went to throw water on herself, but it was the spare gas can she keeps by the stove. She always keeps one in case someone comes in with a lawnmower that needs a starting. You know, she's old.
Is it true that she was beloved by the neighbors?
The neighbors loved this woman. Apparently, she baked.
Yeah.
And brought the neighbors cupcakes and cookies and things.
Yeah.
And she loved her baking, they said.
Yeah.
And how ironic that she wound up baking herself.
Once again, no God, because you got this happening, and then you still got like Nazi guys, like living their lives somewhere, in hiding.
Yeah.
Why can't they be the ones that burn alive?
Well, no, they saved that for the poor old ladies.
I understand, yes.
What happened? I'm on fire. You're kidding. How did it happen?
Neighbors loved it. They said when it was cold, she'd come over and just set her head on fire, and people would sit around in the living room and toast marshmallows
over her head.
Yeah, she was known as the old campfire bag. That's what that Montauk Monster is. It's just her laying naked.
She's cooking in her construction paper suit. Just in her crepe paper.
She just panicked. Like, roll on the floor, idiot.
Stop, drop, and roll, they say.
My favorite old lady death story.
You have a favorite?
Oh, yeah. It happens, the faithful listeners are going to understand because we bring this up from time to time. It happens once, maybe twice a year in your town. The old lady living by herself with her dumb little dog. And then she learns the hard way how faithful the dog really is to the owner.
How the dog reverts back to its primal instincts when left without its kibble.
And sometimes, the old lady doesn't even really die. Like something happens, maybe a stroke, and she's just stuck in her house, can't move.
Yeah.
And the dog's like, well, where's my food, bitch? And then does what a dog should do if it's hungry. And
starts a-eating.
Starts a-eating.
Comes a-nibbling. The one of the best was the woman in the wheelchair because her legs were paralyzed, so she had no feeling in her legs, and she must have been dozing. And her dog ate her toes. Just came up and nibbled at her little toes. She didn't feel a thing. Woke up with just a little stump.
And then she realized it was an error to coat her toes with ham glaze before she took a nap.
Unbelievable. All right, let's...
You think the dog told his friends what he was going to do? Like, watch this.
Check this out.
Don't bark. She'll wake up.
She won't feel a thing. Now I noticed, I started with just a couple of licks, and I noticed she didn't feel anything. Yeah. So I kind of nibbled a little, but didn't break the skin. Today, I'm going for the toes.
Yeah.
Do it, she'll wake up. She's got to feel that.
No, she doesn't. Watch. See? She didn't budge.
We got to go to Bruce in Louisiana because he's got to keep another theme going on the show. Go ahead, Bruce.
Yeah, I mean, at least she died doing what she loved.
Yeah, that's
screaming in agonizing pain.
Well, that's one of our favorite sayings when someone dies and they're like, well, at least they died doing what they love. But, you know, people ignore the fact that, let's say it's a scuba diver. Well, at least he died doing what he loves. You know, they don't want to acknowledge the fact that he's stuck underwater and drowning.
Yeah.
I'm sure that was a wonderful feeling.
That was not good.
That's the same feeling as looking at all the pretty fishes.
Yeah, your last thought is, I love doing this.
Yeah.
I love this.
That's not what you're thinking at all. You're like, holy S, I can't breathe, and I'm 100 feet under the water.
I love cooking and feeling every nerve ending in my body in agonizing pain.
Oh, fire is just hot.
Awful.
It hurts so badly and so deeply.
You think as she was burning, a big vat of vinegar might have fell off the shelf?
and gone into some of those open. Like she banged into the lemon juice that she had sitting out.
Yeah, look, just go with the bit. Obviously, why would she have a big vat of lemon juice? But...
Well, she got gasoline next to the stove.
Exactly.
Right.
And an asbestos hat. She wore straw shoulder pads to cook.
She's cooking in straw.
A dress made of straw and a horsetail hair.
Wonderful.
Let's say hi to Sean in Rockland County. Sean, what's up?
Yeah, I just wanted to correct Anthony. A couple minutes ago, he said those Nazis were living in hiding. I believe they actually have popular morning radio shows.
Oh, Opie said Nazis are hiding.
They can't tell our voices apart after 14 years.
I'll bet she cooked.
Thank you, Sean.
She would always wear her kindling bracelet and little dry leaf rings. She just loved them. The kids gave her rings made of dry leaves.
She's just a big hazard walking around. Washed her pants in kerosene.
She just stunk this old lady.
To get the racing stripes out of her underpants.
Yeah.
Brain, Boston, listening on BCN. Did very well in Boston with the ratings. Want to acknowledge that.
Yes.
She wear a suit. Her clothes were made out of the same paper they wrap a cigarette in. It's just nice slow burn. And she probably was too stupid to put it out. She would just look at it burn. And she just stared at it.
You think she had like tissue paper cabinets too? Let's just completely exaggerate this whole
everything.
thing. Let's say hi to Brain. Brain, what do you got?
Hey, I think it's a misprint, fellas. My name's Brian.
He's printed in Brain.
All right. What's up, Brian? Brian!
I heard her sauce was to die for.
To die for.
We got another one too. Bill, what's up?
Oh, Bill.
Hey.
I guess God needed a creme brulee, huh?
Hey, I like Bill. He's keeping another bit going there.
I hate these local stories, though. It's right in Comac.
I know.
Probably got like the sons listening or something.
Look, we know it's
They're
horrible.
fans of the show. That was my grandma.
We know it's horrible. I'm sorry. Jason, Baltimore, what's up?
Hi, boys.
Hey.
I just wanted to point out to little Jimmy there that while an asbestos hat is hilarious, it's also a flame retardant.
Well, way to wreck our bit.
No, it's probably better because maybe that was the only part of her that didn't burn then. Maybe the top of her skull was protected, and then a gentleman came in and removed her hat so that her head caught fire.
And then she caught mesothelioma from the asbestos.
I love how Jimmy just spun that. I mean, basically, her brain was intact so she could feel every awful sensation.
True, yes. Because her head didn't burn.
Right.
She had the asbestos hat on.
See, Jim was accurate in the law run.
Because her children worried about it. What she would do is she would make pasta, and she was lazy, so instead of walking to the table, she would take the whole thing and throw it back over her head into a bowl, and she was constantly scalding her scalp and neck with hot pasta. So they bought her an asbestos hat with a metal chin strap, and that's how she'd cook. So she felt everything.
We're just awful people, and our listeners are awful because they're helping us today.
We got to play this story of this Oregon man. You're going to love this guy. I love when
people figure out ways around the system, or just to make it hurt a little bit, make the system hurt a little bit, because they certainly hurt us on a daily basis. Listen to what this guy did.
Most people walk up to the traffic counter and pay their fines like ladies and gentlemen. One recently did not.
I can't wrap my mind around what a grown man, the thought process of actually carrying out the act, consummating the act of urinating in a box full of coins that you know somebody else is going to receive.
Folks in line to pay their fine.
Okay. All right.
What was it for? Was it a motor vehicle thing?
It's just a parking ticket. You know, you go up to speeding. Oh, it was speeding. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a speeding ticket, right? Okay. Yeah, there's more to the story coming up.
Somebody else is going to receive.
Folks in line to pay their fines are surprised too.
He must have been really pissed off.
Get it? Pissed off?
Yeah. He must have been really pissed off.
Police write hundreds of tickets a day in the Portland area. When a traffic cop caught a man speeding in a construction zone recently, he wrote him a $206 ticket. Mike Lynch of Bellevue, Washington, wrote back. The letter is clear, logical, and free of spelling error. The driver did get snippy in the last paragraph, suggesting the traffic cop was a completely heartless ass. And he did not mention the urine on the coins.
The urine on the coins.
Yeah.
He pissed on a bunch of coins.
Wow.
And paid.
Said, here you go. Here's my fee.
Paying in coins.
Not only that,
bad enough.
It was $206 ticket. So he had
a lot of coins.
$206 in coins.
In coins.
Were they rolled?
That I don't know.
Because I think they have to be rolled, but they have to accept them if they're rolled.
Well,
yeah, somebody's paid in pennies and things like that.
They don't have to accept it.
No.
Watch
well,
this.
not if there's piss on it.
It would be better if the gentleman that received the fine had done something that diffused the situation and maybe mitigated his fine or lessened his fine rather than sort of add fuel to the fire.
Sergeant Andrewchuk took polite but firm exception to the method of payment. Court policy limits the amount of coins to a little more than $20. And it could be a misdemeanor to send a box of coins that smelled like the doorway of a derelict building. Apparently, no postal codes were broken, though, because the package was wrapped up tight until it reached the mailroom of the courthouse. The county doesn't intend to pursue the matter if Lynch pays in full, $271, including late fees.
Gave him a very personal invitation to get a hold of me.
Hadn't happened yet.
Hadn't happened yet, no.
You know what?
Now, Mr. Lynch's fine is now up to $271. No indication yet whether he will pay with a check.
We should pay this guy's fine. I will pay this guy's fucking fine.
Really?
Yeah, maybe if somebody could find out, I will pay this guy's fucking motor vehicle fine.
Let's try to get him on the phone, if we can.
I believe this is the gentleman.
Yes.
You should wipe with the check. Send him a check and then wipe it. It smells like ass.
Little racing stripe right down the middle of the damn thing.
And on the back.
How great is that, though?
I've endorsed the check with my rectum.
He wrapped up seal.
Yeah, like a little stamp, a little puckery stamp
on the back of it. Urine-drenched coins in the mail.
Yeah.
Good for you.
It's an added twist to that just sending change. That's been done.
But I'm sure people, because they're so pissed off, they try to pay these things and change, and now then the state gets involved. Well, we'll only accept about $20 to $25 worth of change.
Oh, was that it?
Yeah, that's what was in that story, too. So
how could they say that? It's like money's money.
Money's money.
Sorry.
I owe $200 and whatever dollars. Well, I'm going to pay and change.
Yeah.
Tough shit. You deal with it.
He should have just said, I think we should take care of this right here in Brainerd. What's that, sir? Just trying to be in compliance, you know? Could you put your wallet back and step out of the vehicle, sir?
I think it's time for another showing of that movie.
Trying to be in compliance.
Yeah.
Trying to be in compliance.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot my tags. Step out of the vehicle, please. Fargo is like flooded, apparently.
Oh, yeah. They're having a tough time in Fargo.
See, you should have gotten that True Coat.
Yeah, right.
Better on your car.
That would have been better for the car in the flooding area.
Yeah.
What are they doing in Fargo? I saw them filling up those sandbags.
Yeah, apparently a few of them levees broke and things like that. They had a big rain problem, swelled up the river, and then now they're having snow. Mm-hmm. But they don't think that'll be a problem. But apparently, it really flooded the shit out of a lot of houses, lost a lot of houses. But I just like hearing the interviews from up there because it's just like, oh, yeah. Yeah, the water came down. Pretty much took the whole house away. Yeah. Yeah.
They're just so happy over there. Nothing bothers them. They'll deal with the flooding and everything else.
Like the little Fargo music, yeah. You know, in the beginning it says it's a true story, and it's not.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's got to be based on something.
It is. No, not based on anything?
Nothing.
They just decided
They just decided to put that to,
it is movies.
Like,
you can
freak
say
people
whatever the
out.
hell you want, right?
Yeah.
There's no law against that.
Yep.
They should do that with other movies.
This is a true story.
Yeah, Jason or just some horrific.
Yeah,
like just some horrific
Friday the
movie.
13th.
Supernatural movie. This is based on a true story.
Camp Crystal Lake, what?
Let's go to Tom in Connecticut. Tom,
you're out, Tom.
I think you guys should
Yeah,
send
can
the gentleman with the speeding ticket a bottle of liquid ass.
Oh, you know what? Maybe
money with it.
Yeah, maybe he should use the liquid ass on the coins now or the chat.
Yeah.
Hey, are you sad that they're taking Guiding Light off the air?
I am so angry at this. I'm starting a letter writing campaign.
Yeah.
To keep the Guiding Light on. It has been one of my favorite shows since it came out 72 years ago.
72 years.
I remember catching that first episode.
Yeah.
On the radio. It was a radio serial.
When you were just particles in the universe, you were
Yes.
you were checking out Guiding Light.
It was a radio show first. With those
Was it
people
called-
that just stood in front of the big lights,
Right.
in front of the big microphones
Yeah.
and stuff. They're like, yes, Guiding Light.
What was it called? Guiding Light back then?
I guess so.
Jimmy said, I bet you there's someone out there that has watched every episode since 1978. And I'm thinking
78. 72 years ago.
No,
I
it's
know.
1937. It became a radio.
No, but he's saying
serial.
from 78. It's like he's saying there's probably people out there that haven't missed an episode in the last 30 plus years.
Oh, yeah.
And I say that goes way higher. I bet you there's some 90-year-olds out there that haven't missed this show in 50, 60 years.
What are they attributing it to? Low ratings, I would gather.
The whole world's changing. That's
Yeah.
what they're contributing it to.
They don't care about a guiding light.
Nah.
Wish we could get Stumpbrain on the phone. His wife worked for one of these one of these big soaps. She was a big writer for one
Was
of
it
these.
Guiding Light?
I don't know which one it was.
What about the Sands Through the Hourglass?
Days of
So
Our
are the
Lives.
Days of Our Lives.
Well, Travis has the original radio intro.
Oh, to Guiding Light?
Yes, 72 years ago.
All skate.
The Guiding Light. Brought to you by the makers of P&G soap, the White Naphtha soap.
The what?
The White Masters soap? What? That
Oh.
was a long time ago.
Did it say White Masters?
No, I don't think it did.
What did it say? White what?
I thought
though?
it said White Master Soap.
So did I. And you said it. Let me
Well-
hear that again, just the end or whatever.
Like that organ.
I want.
The Guiding Light.
Nosferatu.
Brought to you by the makers of P&G soap, the White Naphtha soap.
The white something
soap.
I don't
Something.
know. What was going on 72 years ago?
Oh my
One
God.
show, 72 years.
Oh my God.
What was happening 72
What year
years?
was that?
37.
Oh, 37? Well, one of our favorite world leaders was just getting geared up.
Is that amazing?
He was just revving up.
Yeah, he was just revving up his war machine.
It went until 52 on the radio. 15-minute
15 years.
show. Then from 52 to 50-something, it was on TV, 15 minutes. And then it went to half hour. In 68, why do I know all this? And then 77, it became a 1-hour series.
Do you really know that?
I read it last night.
Oh, I thought you were just being Jimmy the Liar.
No, that's all true. I
Oh,
actually read it last night.
Oh.
It's the White Naphtha soap.
No.
And
What the hell is that?
Naptha.
Yes. For white people.
That's how old that show is. There's distinct, words have been taken out of our vocabulary.
That friggin' horror organ.
Yeah. By the way, if Kevin from Connecticut is writing this on Instant Feedback, I guess we can finally tell people that Stuntbrain has landed on his feet. He's going to be working for Montel Williams.
Oh, really?
And,
I knew that. Why did I say, oh, really?
And Air America. Air America, they're like rolling out a Montel Williams show, and they got stunt brain. So
really,
we wish him nothing but the best. We were hoping he was going to continue with us, to be honest with you, but
I know how liberal he is.
Yeah.
Oh, what a fucking horrible mix that's going to be. I forgot.
Perfectly.
That fiscal prick.
It'll be a nice little chemistry thing there.
Hey, have fun.
He'll do fine.
I'd tell you one thing, the Guiding Lights, the first time I wanted to fuck Hayden Panettiere. Is that how you say it?
Oh, yeah, Hayden Panettiere. What was she saying?
No, I don't remember. I just remember watching and going,
she was in that show?
She was very cute.
She was one of the big stars that started on there?
Yeah, they had a lot of celebrities started on that show.
Yeah. Dude, they're doing an hour a day of different material 5 days a week. It's fucking mind-boggling.
Let's see who was
How's
on
that
there.
We do 4.
Not TV, we don't.
TV's easy. Stand here, read this card. Okay, let's move the lights.
Dramatic left shoulder turns.
Let's see, James Earl Jones. These are a few people that were on The Guiding Light over the years.
All right.
Kevin Bacon. Miss Cicely Tyson. Ruby D. Mira Sorvino. Taye Diggs. Callista Flockhart. And, of course, Hero star Hayden Panettiere.
What did, Ruby D and Cicely Tyson, what were they on, the 60s or the 70s?
Probably, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Cicely Tyson was famous in the 70s. She was
Miss Cicely Tyson. Yeah. Didn't she play Miss Jane Pittman?
Yeah.
The autobiography of Miss Jane Pittman. And they put that makeup on her, make her look all old and shit.
Hey, you guys want to know what was happening in 1937?
All righty.
Do we know our audience or what? We start the show talking about a soap opera.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. We rule. Let's see. January 19th of that year, 1937, Howard Hughes sets a new record by flying from L.A. to New York City.
Oh, no.
How many hours you think? L.A. to New York City,
L.A.
1937.
to New York, 1937. I'm giving it 12 hours.
7 hours, 28 minutes, 25 seconds.
Wow.
Franklin D.
Fast.
Roosevelt was sworn in for his second term.
Yeah.
Wow. Let's see.
Yes.
Ohio River floods. I'm looking for stuff.
You could drink at a whites-only fountain.
Oh, I see. Someone's got to go through this because it goes month by month. This will take forever to figure out.
Cigarettes were good for you.
27 issues later, Detective Comics introduces Batman.
No one was a homo.
Just close friends and roommates, right?
Yes.
Right.
Close friends. Look at these two bachelors, ladies. They live together. What a catch they would be. They keep a clean apartment and their snappy dresses. And look, they do their own decorating. They never acknowledged that there were mows.
Look at these two bachelors, ladies.
Ladies, they're quite a catch.
Was it they didn't acknowledge or they just didn't?
I don't know if they didn't know. I have no idea.
We got to get some old dude on the phone to talk about that. Did people know?
I don't know.
I mean, people are very aware these days, but back then, did you just look the other way?
They're good friends.
Yeah.
Here they are having a gay time out.
Yeah.
Because gay means happy and fun, not a dick in the ass.
Everyone walked around like Regis, just clueless.
Yeah,
that someone might be a homosexual.
A homosexual. The homosexual is a predator. You must guard your children against the homosexual. His perversities will get into every aspect of your life and that of your children. They were afraid of the homosexual back then. Wow.
Yeah. The pot smoker, the homosexual, these were all just dangerous people.
We used to think the hole in the bathroom stall was to pass toilet paper through when a buddy needed some.
Who invented that?
Hey, Mac, hand over a couple. I have to wipe my ass.
There is a guy out there that invented that.
Who cut the first
That's
hole?
what I'm saying.
I know who it is, actually. Ted Glory.
Good old Ted.
Ted Glory.
I sure would love to suck a penis.
Jesus, Ted.
These pesky walls.
Yeah. Hey, fella! Wait a minute. If I bring my drill in, I can peek.
Ted Glory.
That is, they probably didn't know what it was for. They had no idea. They just thought it was shoddy workmanship back then.
Yeah. It's a hole doing in here.
But someone just...
Goodness. Could you pass me a lucky through there? Boy, you are lucky, and now so am I.
Do you think the guy that did that is aware that he invented that?
I don't know.
Or it was just one of those things, and now that guy ended up walking the earth not knowing he invented
that was the first
glory
one.
hole.
Someone had to be the first one to cut the hole in there.
Yep.
It's like, well, we're getting in trouble here in the lavatory. We try to have sex inside a stall, but people walk in and they see 4 legs and realize, hey, this is a problem. So I decided I'm just going to get my hole saw and drill a hole in there. Now we could be in our respective stalls and still suck dick. It's a glorious time.
Maybe it was Gus and Elmer.
Gus and Elmer.
You think Elmer and Gus were the first ones?
Elmer and Gus, look, ladies, they're not taken. They're saving themselves for the perfect gal. One with a penis.
Let's go to Chris in the Poconos. Everyone attempting their 30s voice right now. Chris, what's up?
Hey, back when pedophiles were just friends of the family.
They didn't know about that either.
Yeah, no.
It was always somebody that would drive up. They'd tell you, look out, kids. Someone might ask you if you want some candy or if you need a ride. Stay away from these people. They could mean you harm. Meanwhile, uncles are just plowing away on fucking nieces and nephews.
Up in the attic room.
That could never happen.
Down in the basement. In the nooks and crannies of your house.
Yes. Evil was all over.
Yeah, the little dark areas of the house.
They did not know any better back then.
Let's go to Rochester. Hey,
Rochester.
Are we voting for Brother Weeze's show? I think they're doing that March Madness again. Or did we forget about it? I hope we didn't forget to push everyone toward their radio fucking contest up there.
Their radio fucking contest.
Well, no one happened right there? I thought we were on regular radio for a second.
That's happened to me a couple of times until you throw out the first FU.
I just realized, I'm like, oh, right, we could curse.
Yeah.
Every once in a while it just hits me. Oh,
yeah, it's weird because I think we start out not cursing right off the bat.
Yeah, because we're used to not cursing between like 6 and, I don't know, whatever, 9, whatever the hell it was.
So then, until somebody curses, because I a couple of times I've just been sitting here and either you or Jim have thrown out a F-bomb or the S-bomb.
Yeah.
And I'm like, whoa.
Yeah,
you get taken aback for a second.
Yeah, the pause was because I wasn't oh, yeah, we could curse. So I don't know. If that's still happening, maybe someone could help us out and tell us how we vote for Wheeze to win that whole damn thing again. What do you got, Todd?
Hey, what's going on, O&A, man? Happy birthday, Jimmy.
Hey, buddy.
Cool, man. Well, the naphtha soap, yeah, it's an old person thing. My grandmother uses it from back in, she's like almost 80 now, but it was passed on to my grandmother, and it's more of a yellow color now, but they swear by it and they don't use anything. It's like an old people's shout or spray and wash. It gets out stains and crap.
Oh, it's for clothes and stuff, not their body.
Yeah, it's just an ugly yellow bar of soap she keeps in a plastic bag in the closet. It's really disgusting.
Oh, God, there's new things.
And I bet you that soap's been around, the bar you're talking about, since 1937.
Yeah. Naphtha.
It never goes away. They knew how to make stuff back then where it, you could use it forever. All right, more 30s voices coming in.
Let's see.
Steve, Long Island.
Yes.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey.
You boys are also forgetting that back in the day you could walk around as an elderly woman and not get your hat knocked off your head by a Negro. Frunkus.
Hey, your hat is safe, ladies. The big dumb I Love Lucy hats.
Kevin from Connecticut, 1930s voice. I don't feel like doing the... You want to do the 30s voice? I can't do the 30s voice.
Oh, no, I can't read from there.
Oh, you don't have an instant feedback?
I don't have the instant feedback. It hasn't been invented yet.
Make sure you hide your young daughter away if she shows any sign of a baby bump.
Yes. She has to be sent to a convent. They would do nasty things.
They just set up towns.
She's away at school.
Yeah.
She's at boarding school.
That must have been a hell of a town.
Your slut daughter. Yeah.
You hear about the town every once in a while.
Yeah, they would set up just a town of pregnant little teens.
Oh, when my mom was younger and she got pregnant, they sent her away.
Yeah.
Where? That would have been a pretty cool town to visit.
Down the basement steps first. And if that didn't take.
It'd be an awful town. Bunch of fat fucking chicks who are knocked up, lactating,
just eating pickles and ice cream all day long.
Back in the olden days.
Where did that rumor start?
Big,
pickles and ice cream.
Big nasty hair.
Yeah.
God damn. Yeah, the good old days.
1937.
For the guiding light. All right. Yeah, I saw this in the paper. We got the audio. This is a good little story. Guy got pulled over for being drunk.
Uh-huh.
Did you hear about this one? I'm keeping it vague because I want it to be all nice when people hear this.
On the
Yeah.
I did.
Along the byways of Newark, Ohio, Kyle Weigel was puttering along on this homemade contraption, a motorized bar stool. Then the accident happened.
911 Center? Yes. 566 Kelly Lane. We're sending a squad over there for a gentleman who wrecked him a motorized bar stool and with head laceration. He's got alcohol on board.
All right.
When the police got there, they ticketed Weigel for OVI, operating a motor vehicle under the influence.
It had a bar stool with sat over top of a motor, and it was bolted to the frame. It was just an accident. I mean, a little minor accident.
But the police report says Weigel admitted to driving drunk after more than a dozen beers. A strange sight for one witness.
It seemed to me like he was standing up, but I guess he was sitting on a bar stool.
For now, the rolling bar stool sits grounded in Kyle Weigel's garage.
That way I don't drive it no more.
They say necessity is the mother of invention. Why not get from point A to point B on a bunch of lawnmower parts, running at 40 miles per hour, topped off by a bar stool? Just don't do it drunk, as Kyle Weigel found out from the Newark, Ohio police the hard way.
Hey.
Wow, that is a sure sign that you're drunk.
Yeah.
That's not a real clever thing to do on a bar stool. Drive a bar stool.
Actually, I think it's kind of clever. I think the guy has a sense of humor. He's like, what the hell?
Yeah,
he probably figured he could get away with it.
Is that a motorized bar stool? Look at this.
That's not the bar stool guy, right?
There's a
It's
guy in
probably
my
the same
neighborhood
thing.
that does the same thing.
No way.
I swear, I saw him flying down the street one day. I was like, wow. I was like, that's pretty cool.
Pretty dangerous, as a matter of fact. You're a little top heavy.
And it was a lawnmower with some kind of a bar stool.
It looked exactly like that.
That's
when I did it.
awesome. So they've been making these for a while, obviously. I guess the rednecks figured this one out a while ago.
The motorized bar stool making its way.
Sorry to the rednecks, but I you don't really see this type of thing up here.
No.
I mean, Danny saw one, but I've never seen this in my life.
No, it's called the Segway now. It's pretty much what...
Dude, I saw a Segway in a mall the other day.
Yeah.
That is the most ridiculous thing ever.
Isn't it?
I know we've all seen the Segway, but we haven't seen them recently because I think they banned them in New York City or something.
Yeah, of course.
I was in a mall down in Philly, and the guy tools by. He looked like the biggest idiot.
Oh, those stand-up things?
Yeah, I couldn't take a picture fast enough because he flew by me. Why wouldn't you just walk?
Can you go faster on a Segway?
Yeah, you probably go a little faster.
Why do you have to go fast in a mall? If you're a mall cop on one of those things.
Gotta get to the scene of the crimes.
That's right.
They do. Security people use them and stuff. It looks ridiculous.
Yeah.
There's a chimp. There's two chimps riding.
Segways?
Of course, it's from Japan. Like two chimps are riding Segways.
Oh my God, Danny, how did they get that video?
So cute.
I think you have to Google.
Just Google.
Just Google
Segway.
Oh! Yeah, just chimp. Chimp riding Segway.
Chimp riding Segway
on YouTube,
and ripping off someone's face.
Yeah, chimp. She's responding, by the way, that lady.
Huh?
The lady.
Oh yeah, that got her face ripped off.
Yeah. I'm sure she's happy she's responding.
Yeah, she's
going,
like,
I'm still not in heaven. Great. What is it going to take?
They actually put a helmet on the chimp.
Yeah.
That's riding the Segway. You could take that friggin' monkey head and smash it into a concrete wall, and it's not going to hurt.
Yeah, those things fall out of trees on their
Yeah,
head.
the helmet, their skulls are thick.
Mm-hmm.
I have to worry about a chimp needing a helmet.
Let me go to Bill in Georgia. Bill,
you take this one.
Hey guys, hey, there's a company out that makes a bar stool with a V8 underneath it. You can buy it as a kit, or you can buy it completely assembled. It's like $20,000 with it's assembled.
$20,000?
Yeah, what the hell? That should be like a $5,000 vehicle.
Exactly.
What,
Tops.
The lawnmower thing?
Yeah. With a V8 though. How fast does that go?
V8.
Yeah, it's got a V8 all hydraulic driven. They monitor the speed with the hydraulics, but They say it'll go like 25, but I bet you could change that around. It'll probably run 100.
Why would you put a V8 in something that only does 25 miles an hour? You could put a Briggs and Stratton 5 horsepower motor.
Don't they modify lawnmowers and have races?
Yeah.
Don't they?
You can go on their website and see it.
All right, we'll take a look at that. Thanks, sir.
Yes, we'll get right on it.
Yeah, let's go to Andy in North Carolina. Andy!
Yeah. Hey, guys.
Hey.
Hi.
The cops in Goldsboro now are using the Segways now.
They are? Why?
I'm serious. It was in the paper.
Why would they use a Segway?
They said that it's better for patrolling, I guess.
Better than what? Better than a car?
I think they're trying to save gas or something.
Yeah? Are they? Are they really?
Could you put your mom on the phone? Oh, this poor guy just gets blasted about that voice every day. He tries to call in.
You might want to pull your testicles out of your abdomen. Yes. Jesus, dude. What's up with the voice? We got to ask.
Yeah, what's going on? What are you working at? Helium factory?
Ted's Helium
Emporium.
My voice goes very high, Anthony. It makes me sound feminine.
Andy, what do you got? What's up with the voice?
Andy, what's going on?
It's just my voice.
How old are you?
I'm 29.
Wow. Do you get shit on the phone all the time?
Yeah, actually I do. People call me Miss.
Yeah, that's gotta suck, man.
Call me Miss.
Hi, Miss. And what do you say when someone goes, "Hello, Miss"?
Yes.
What do you go? What do you say? It's a guy. How do you respond to that?
I just let it go. It's been happening so long.
He's depressed.
And then they go, do they go, "Oh, I'm sorry, sir," and then you hear him chuckle in the background?
I think
go
ahead.
People Call Me Miss is the name of a great biography.
Yeah.
Yeah. People call me Miss.
Yeah. But a guy who murders 8 people.
Should just swallow some razor blades or something.
Yeah.
Scratch that shit up a little bit.
Do you smoke?
Not anymore. I quit.
Nah, you should take it back up, dude.
Yeah.
It's well worth the risk of cancer to get the rasp back in your throat.
Do some Camels, no filter.
Yeah.
No more Virginia Slims.
And chug some bourbon for breakfast.
Yeah, booze. You're right. Do you drink?
No.
Oh, shit.
Are you depressed that we brought up
You
your
don't
voice?
drink, don't smoke. What do you do?
Miss, we're talking to you.
Yes, come on, Miss. Respond. Stupid
I
cunt.
work nights. That's what I do.
Hey, did you know that Anthony was kind of giving your voice a teasing the moment he went into his high pitch?
Yes, I noticed.
This
Poor guy is
hates
so depressed.
when people point out his voice.
Is there anything they could do about that? I mean, some kind of vocal cord surgery?
Yeah.
Because that's got to stink, dude. I swear to God, I'd get so pissed. You're on the phone every time, and it's like, "Hello, Miss." Miss.
They called me Miss.
Not even Mrs. or it's not even his voice is like that of a little girl.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, Andy, we're gonna let you go.
All right. Bye.
Andy, come on, we love you.
Oh, Andy.
Hang in there, Andy.
All right, take care.
Oh, poor guy.
Let's go to Dave in New York. Dave.
Hey, morning,
There's
boys.
a man on the phone.
Hey, Dave, how are
That's
you?
a man.
It's actually Dave, the truck driver out of Rochester, New York. You met me once, Opie. We brought the horses down for a wheeze.
Oh, I remember that, sure. Around 9/11. Or a little after that, anyway.
The motorized bar stool is Barfly. They've had them in Florida, Fort Lauderdale for years. We had one up at the Creekside up in Rush, New York. We had to get rid of it because everybody kept getting hurt and falling over. And one guy almost hit the front end of a big truck. It was horrendous.
It looks very top heavy and very unstable.
I think the key is to make sure the bar stool is not too high.
Yeah, you don't want a big tall bar stool.
But
You want a squat bar stool.
You got to saw the legs off a little bit.
But the cool thing is, if it's a tall bar stool, then it looks silly.
Yeah.
If it's too short, it just looks like you're sitting on a lawnmower.
Right. Why not just sit on a lawnmower?
You got to have a regular sized bar stool.
Right.
Or get a car.
Or get a car, exactly.
Sure. All right, Dave, thank you so much.
The whole Escalade weed whacker combination. Unnecessary.
Let's go to Sean in North Carolina. Sean.
motorized bar stools. They've had those like since the 70s and 80s. And probably show Incredible People that used to come on.
You're breaking
yes, Incredible People, or what was it? No, it was
Real People?
Real People, and Those Amazing Animals, and Incredible Douchebags.
And That's
I think were the
Incredible.
3 shows. That's Incredible.
Right.
Yes, it was That's Incredible.
Yeah. Real
Amazing,
People.
Real People, and Amazing Animals.
Yeah.
That was the same niche shows like they do now with the Dancing with the Stars and American Idol, and this. That was that type of show where they would just show clips of things
that you can now see on YouTube.
YouTube, so it pretty much made those shows obsolete.
How old are we? My God,
Robin. Wait, who was on That's Incredible? Was Fran Tarkenton?
Fran was
Fran Tarkenton. Fran Tarkenton.
Who was the broad?
Minnesota Vikings own.
Yeah, Fran Tarkenton. It wasn't Kathy Lee Gifford, right? That
No, it was.
it was Kathy Lee Crosby.
Yes.
Oh wow, good memory.
Very good.
Yes. Who was that other guy that was like a David Letterman wannabe back then?
Oh no. It was, and on the other one it was Sarah Purcell, Skip Stevenson, and
maybe
John,
Skip Stevenson, John Davidson.
John Davidson.
John Davidson.
That was Real People.
That was Real People.
And Byron Allen.
Byron Allen was on that?
Yes, he was.
Really?
I'm almost positive.
That guy doesn't age, huh?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he just gets rich. He buys all this shit. Byron Allen is one of the fucking richest guys ever.
Really?
Well, yeah, I mean, maybe not the little boy's way of saying he has a lot of money. He's one of the, all the money in the world he has.
Little boy's way.
Let's say hi to Robin in Detroit, a regular of the Opie and Anthony show. Hi, Robin.
Hi, guys. How are ya?
Hi. Michigan State or what? Let's do a little basketball
fan?
real fast. Michigan State fan?
Michigan State's in, and they're playing here, so everybody's pumped up.
All right, well, that's what I was asking. All right, Robin, what do you got?
But there's a company that actually makes coolers that you drive, because you see them at all the redneck crap here in Michigan, but it's an actual cooler. It's like a mini bike.
All right. Look, Andy, don't call back with a different name. Okay?
She's got a deeper voice than Andy, though.
I
Although the joke was very good.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that cooler with the that kind of looks pretty good. You can drive your cooler around and drink your beer and then drive
It's
some
all
more.
the outdoor stuff, you know.
I like that it's bar stools and coolers, things that you're drinking, and then motorized vehicles.
Yeah, but it's just silly stuff.
Yeah, it's silly.
All the unemployed auto workers can get one of those.
Not like a real vehicle. You think they go into court with a DWI on one of those, and it's the same as if you were driving a vehicle down the highway?
I bet you it is.
I bet they get a good laugh about it, though. Nah, I bet they get a good laugh and go, okay, we're just going to plead it down to this crap. And
Hey, Robin, is the city falling apart with the whole car crisis?
It's a fucking nightmare. I
Really?
think everybody I know is unemployed.
Really?
So
Yeah, I mean, my boyfriend hasn't worked in 3 months. He's a car hauler. He'll probably never go back to work.
Jesus. What do you mean he'll never go back to work? He's got to find something else to do, no?
No, he doesn't at this point. I mean, he can drive over the road, but car haulers, their jobs are gone pretty much.
No, I understand that, but he'll get into something else.
Yeah, I haven't seen many car haulers on the highway.
That's a
on like the expressway. It's a good. Yeah, that's a good indication because driving around, you see them all over the place. You pass them and you look up and go, "Oh yeah, there's new
that's what
cars
you
and
did?
new Jeeps."
I'm glad they're not on the highway anymore.
Why? Scary?
Those cars bouncing. You're like, come on, that's
Yeah,
going to
well, this
bounce
town's
off that
going
truck.
Yeah, they're so
I'll tell you.
they're so precariously perched on those things, and like it looks like one is just going to bash the roof into the other one. I don't know how they figured that shit out.
Well, you'd be surprised how many times they forget to put down the ramps, and they'll hit bridges and cars fall off all the time.
See, thank you.
That's nice.
That's my worry, and it does happen.
That's when they get on the
And when they're loading the car in the top of the cab, they drive them right off into the parking lot. It's a nightmare.
So what are people doing for money? Is the town turning into zombies?
Well, this town it was shit before, but it's just a disaster.
There's
I mean, it really is.
There's some parts of Detroit. I was looking online. I saw some YouTube videos and stuff of Detroit that are just all boarded up houses that are turned into crack houses and just burnt out neighborhoods, entire neighborhoods that are just burnt out to the ground.
Yeah, and it's been like that for a long time. It's just really getting worse by the day. I mean, it's depressing. But
Well, the electric car will save Detroit.
Oh, it will. I know.
Yeah, the electric car.
That's why you can't have a town or a city built on one industry, man. As soon as that industry goes away, it is bad.
People
news.
didn't learn from
bad news.
The gold rush pretty much proved that happens.
Yep.
When all the gold was gone, the people leave.
Yeah.
So you got the auto industry based in Detroit, and that was it.
But most of those people are stuck there because they don't want to leave their families and friends.
now you can't. You get into a situation where you can't leave. You don't have the money to. And your whole life, the life of your father, your grandfather, they all worked in the same place, and pretty much it's just ingrained in them to do that kind of work. What are you going to do? Move down south and become a farmer?
All the years that it was good, they spent money like crack whores, and now they have nothing.
But it's a theme on our show lately. How does the car industry fall apart? There's cars everywhere.
Yeah, but
I know that people aren't buying
new cars.
I understand that
and
part
overseas,
of it.
probably imports, right?
But how do they let that happen?
Yeah.
How do you let that happen?
I heard a stat that was just really astounding to me.
Right.
In order for Chrysler to be profitable, they have to sell something like 12 million cars a year. 12 million cars. That's like a good year.
Right.
That's good. And if they sell 5, they're fucked.
Right.
That's 5 million cars.
What if they sell 11 million? They're still
doing good, I think. Yeah.
Even when they sold a lot of cars, they were just digging themselves in a hole anyway. Even when things were quote unquote good, they were just slowly going down the drain. And
Mismanagement.
Union troubles.
Well, it's
mismanagement.
Opie's right about building a town on one industry. You can't. You can't. Fish Kill New York is devastated because their whole town.
Oh God, sorry, Jim.
No, I'm saying that they were built. The whole fucking thing was structured around "Welcome to 2009" hats, and then.
Well, the only thing is, you got.
All right, you jump right in with a fact.
Wow, Robin, you've listened to this show long enough to know that wasn't time for a little cute fact from you.
They didn't want streamers. They didn't want noisemakers. They said just the hats with the year on them. They're like, it'll keep us going forever. And there was a council meeting where one guy goes, "But what about 2010?" And they're like, down, sit down.
No, 2009.
Yeah, remove that guy. He's crazy.
What's that steamroller? We didn't hear you.
Oh,
God Almighty!
You got to give her a break. Her whole life's falling apart.
My life is great.
She's a week away from a breadline. Give her a little slack.
You know what? My job's sending out collection letters, so we're hiring people.
What do you do?
Great. You're one of those.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you're busy.
Yeah.
I'm busier than a one-arm paper hanger.
Wow.
What?
Holy shit.
A one-arm paper hanger?
Yeah.
How is that busy?
Yeah.
I love you guys.
Oh God! All right, Robin, we're gonna give you some slack.
Somebody, the first time
I feel like a one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest about now.
My father would say that.
Would he?
Yeah. And my father actually does have one leg, and he would enter ass-kicking contests all the time, and they would go, "You're disqualified, sir, because you have one leg."
I bet they'd be good at it.
Yeah.
Like one-legged people, you see them do all kinds of things. I bet they do this jump kick thing and just kick you in the ass with that one leg.
How can you be good at that?
I bet they would be.
Somebody once said the first time I heard the expression, this guy I was busier than a one-arm wallpaper hanger with crabs, and that made me laugh.
Oh, see, that's funny because he can't scratch his dick. He's trying to hold up the wallpaper.
Hold on, sorry. What Robin? You're busier than a nine vocal corded man.
Oh, yes, I do.
You never shut your yap, do you? You don't get to talk much, do you?
No, I'm in customer service, so I talk all the time.
Yeah, but people then think you're like a bitch, and they hang up on you.
No, they don't.
Just like we're
I'm
gonna.
not a bitch.
Do you follow a script every day?
Do I? No, I don't.
You don't?
No script. Come on.
All right, Robin.
I make up my own fun.
All right. Thank you, Robin.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna go to Matt in Wisconsin. Matt.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
What's up, Matt?
Hey, I got one of my best friends has a riding lawnmower that he races nationally that'll do 90 mile an hour.
Nice. I knew that they were doing this.
On a lawnmower.
Someone was saying it's the Nitro something.
Really, like
His is
funny car?
US LMA or something.
Yeah.
He goes all
LMA,
over the country, races
the United
up
States
nationally.
Lawnmower Association.
LMA?
He goes across.
Is there really a lawnmower association?
He goes across the country? Wouldn't that just be a local thing you do?
Yeah, you would think.
It started off as a local thing, but he goes all over the country and does it now.
And he goes 90 miles an hour on a lawnmower.
Oh yeah. It's a 14.5 horse Briggs and Stratton that he's got all juiced up with. I mean, it's been blueprinted and polished, and it hauls ass, man.
Nice.
Boring out a fucking little. There it is.
There it is. And they dress like NASCAR guys.
Yeah, look at this.
Without the sponsorships.
That is foolish. That is just foolish looking. They're all dressed. Look at them. They're racing. It looks like
cool.
motocross almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cool thing about it is they start off Le Mans style. They line them all up across the track.
And they got to run to the lawnmower.
Yeah, start them up and go. It's actually pretty cool. I was like, oh, dude, you are a hillbilly. You are not racing lawnmowers. And he was like, oh, you got to come check it out. And they got V-twins, actually, that sound like big V8s. You know, they got all different kinds of classes.
Jesus.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Do they force them to cut the grass during the race?
No, no.
They should some farmer should just go, yeah, you could use my my lawn.
I mean, if you're using a lawnmower but it's not cutting grass, is it a lawnmower?
Is it a lawnmower or
For
have
real.
they turned it into some race vehicle?
Yeah, for real. Let's keep it old school, and you have to cut the grass as you're racing.
I'm sure the blades are gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they do have a class.
No, they should force the blades to still be on the thing.
Absolutely, fucking mulch.
Yeah, in case there's some fine
wreck. Where one turns over and a guy gets thrown off and falls into the blades.
Yeah, just keeps it a little
fantastic.
Keeps it interesting for everybody.
I'd watch that.
All right, Matt. Thanks for the knowledge.
Yep, have a good day, man.
All right. Well, this guy, Jeremy in Cleveland, he's another regular. Jeremy, what do you got going on?
Oh, I got some redneck shit for you. I took an 80cc engine and put it on a regular beach cruiser bicycle. You pedal it, let go of the clutch, you could do about 50 miles an hour on it.
Wouldn't that just be a motorcycle at that point?
Yeah, it's a motor bicycle. It's a moped.
A moped, right.
Yeah, but it's not like the standard moped, like, you know, it's on a regular bicycle. I can pedal it too besides using the engine.
I've seen little engines that they put on bicycles, and it like has a little roller that goes on the tire.
Sure.
And you flip it down and just go. Wah.
Remember the old Wizard?
No.
I do.
Yeah, look up the old Wizard bikes. It looks kind of just like that, except it's a little more faster and no belt drive. It's a
All
right.
I remember seeing a little Peugeot motorized bicycle. It was like a moped. It was like one of the first mopeds by Peugeot.
That's kind of cool. We have another story about something. I was going to say an animal story, but then again, a bee's not an animal.
Well,
this guy survived a bunch of bee stings. Anybody want to guess how many?
4.
1 billion.
Okay. Somewhere in between those
4
two.
and a billion?
Yes.
Jeff Moser is just lucky to be alive. More than 3,000 killer bees stung the Nevada man, dotting his skin with thousands.
You know what? Because I just need to know if this is true. Sorry. Marcel from Rhode Island. I have a news story for you guys. Good old put-in-head Ted Kennedy threw out the first pitch opening day for the Red Sox.
Oh, yeah.
Supposedly he threw it 3 feet.
And then he tried again and threw it another 3 feet.
For real?
Yeah, the
You
catcher.
saw this?
Yeah, the catcher.
Get me the video.
Was standing right in front of him, and he just kind of almost did this shot putty kind of. He couldn't do it. Here it is.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Look.
Oh my God.
He's staring him down.
Oh my God. Are
Look
you
at the
kidding?
size of his head. Look. Oh, jeez, how the mighty have fallen.
Jesus. Mark Fidrich could have thrown that further from underneath the dump truck.
Holy shit. That's terrible.
Too soon?
I love it.
No. Too soon?
Perfect.
Too soon?
And then he tried it again. And actually, I guess he caught it. The catcher was 4 to 5 feet in front of him, and he couldn't hit him. Poor Ted.
Thank you for that story, Marcel. I did not see that one. All right, back to the bees.
By the way, if they're killer bees and 3,000 stung him and he's alive,
yeah,
they're not that bad.
3,000 stings and he's still alive.
Jeff Moser is just lucky to be alive. More than 3,000 killer bees stung the Nevada man, dotting his skin with thousands of painful red wounds.
Pulled them out of my mouth and pulled them out of my nose and kept my eyes closed so I wouldn't be blind.
About a week ago, Moser was helping a friend clean up his yard. He moved a shrub and found a 70-pound hive full of bees. Bees that swarmed all over him instantly. The father of 4 says he screamed for someone to call 911.
I kept blowing them out of my mouth and pulling them out of my mouth so I could breathe.
By the time he got to the hospital in Las Vegas, the poison was causing him to swell at every injection point. He was having trouble breathing and his organs were starting to shut down. A medical team of 6 people pulled each of the stingers out, and his wife had him transferred to the toxicology unit at a Phoenix hospital for more specialized care.
I think he's very lucky that he got good medical care every step of the way.
Moser was left with a weakened heart and no functioning kidneys. He has dialysis treatments and a long recovery ahead of him, but he's out of the hospital and happy to be alive.
Wait, what happened?
The poison just fucked his organs up.
Holy shit.
Stupid bees.
Danny, my favorite story, though, you were telling me about yesterday, the wheelchair couple.
Oh, yeah.
I don't feel like reading today, so help me through this one.
Well, it was in the post. It was in the post while we were on vacation. Apparently, there's an elderly couple in an apartment building, and if you're not acclimated with how an apartment building works, all your mailboxes and stuff is in like a common area. So eventually, you do run into everybody that lives in your building. So there's this elderly divorced couple. They live in the same building, and every time the man runs into the woman, now he's in a wheelchair. Don't forget. So he wheels his wheelchair into her while hurling nasty names at her, like bitch, whore. I think lesbian was another one. This guy was like in his 80s.
Hitting him with a wheelchair.
Yeah, it was really
nice.
It was definitely one of my favorite vacation
Good to know he's still got that old spark, no matter
she
what's going on.
enticed me.
I imagine you just hate somebody that long. And then, 25 years after you're even done with her, every time you look, it still just comes right back.
Oh, that's his ex?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, let me do a little reading because it's worth it. A crotchety.
He sounds pretty crotchety, doesn't he?
It starts off, a crotchety old man was arrested after repeatedly ramming his ex-wife with a motorized wheelchair in the lobby of their Staten Island apartment complex.
Oh, was it motorized?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was just wheeling into her.
12 years after their bitter divorce. 12 years. Paul, 85-year-old. Paul Simone's 85-year-old heart is filled with hate for the woman he married nearly 40 years ago. It doesn't help that they live in the same building. When he sees me, all hell breaks loose, said Jenny Simone. I'm afraid of him. I want them to get him out of the building. They live on different floors in separate wings of the sprawling 7-story apartment complex, and a judge's restraining order compels Paul to steer clear of his ex. Such attacks often include Paul's uttering whore and bitch and terms unfit for most ears, Jenny said. That means the big C word.
Oh, yeah.
Can't put that in an AP story. But the latest tirade turned physical. When I came into the lobby, he was there, Jenny said. I ignored him. He spits at me. He calls me a whore and a lesbian.
A lesbian.
Fucking love this guy.
Can we get him on the phone? We should try.
We can try to, yeah. Sure.
Jenny said she was pushing a shopping cart, which came in handy when he started bearing down on her with the wheelchair he has used since suffering a stroke several years ago. She fended him off until a neighbor came by and he pulled a U-turn and sped back to his apartment. And he was charged, blah, 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 blah. All right. That's a good story.
Oh, look at him. Was that him?
Yeah, hang on.
He does look crotchety.
Let me bring it back.
Oh, boy, does he look crotchety.
There we go.
Hey.
Oh, does he not look like a nice
He's
man?
a mess.
He looks like every Klansman that goes to trial like after the year 2000 for a 60s bombing of a black church.
Yes.
Does he look like that guy?
He's what I always imagined Uncle Paul looking like.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Yeah, a little bit.
Uncle Paul's got a... Yeah. Uncle Paul's younger than that. I'm 57 years young. 58 in March.
Oh, can we play...
His hover round. Is he hitting her with the hover round? Oh, and that's her?
The wife. Yeah.
Oh, God, would I bash into her, too?
Make her bigger, Danny. I want to see her picture.
With her stupid cotton candy red hair.
Her
She's
face
awful.
looks like it's been bashed in already.
Bashed apart.
Yeah.
Oh,
my God.
You know something? I would love to see pictures of them when they were first married.
Oh,
I bet it was like wonderful, and they were all full of love. And now he's calling her the C word, spitting at her, and running into her with a little rascal.
Gotta love that guy. How do you not love him? I do.
Fantastic. And you like the flying stories?
Oh yeah, they're always cute.
That's a good one, right?
Yeah.
You know which one I'm talking about?
Yes, I do.
Passenger lands plane in Fort Myers after pilot dies in the cockpit.
Wow.
Dude, every time I take a flight, that's one of the things I think about. I look at their health and go, will this guy die in midair?
Is this guy going to make it? But it was a smaller plane, so they didn't have a co-pilot or anything.
5 people on board.
Yeah.
Pilot dies. Wow. And they just happened, one of the 5 happened to be some kind of pilot?
It was a small plane. He had a pilot's license.
Right.
But he wasn't rated for a twin engine like this.
You hear the audio where he's going, what does this mean? What does that mean?
Yeah. What is it? He's probably used to a little Cessna, take it up.
Do we have that audio, Dave?
Pretty much like a Volkswagen in the sky.
We can get it.
Yeah, let's get it. It was on CNN late last night. They fucking the Situation Room teased the audio for 2 hours. They got me. I watched CNN for 2 more hours than I wanted to because of this story. Coming up. And it was 2 hours later they finally played it.
I'll tell you one thing, though. It does really help that the guy knew something about how to fly a plane. Whether he doesn't know about the instruments and things like that is one thing, or the different things you get with a dual engine.
Right.
But he knows the physics of flight and what it takes to land a plane. So.
Right.
And the ironic thing is the pilot died in a car accident.
No. How did that happen?
I don't know.
I think I might have our
You mean like this?
Yeah, it does kind of sound like that, doesn't it?
I think I have our crotchety old man's contact information, so I'm going to go give him a bye.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, let's get him on the phone immediately.
Yes, he's been up trying to shit for 4 hours already.
We'll get the audio as they're talking him in. The guy talking him in was like, well, obviously he's going to be calm. He's
on the ground. He's fine. Just don't crash into me, asshole. See your flaming wreckage.
Hey, we got the pilot being talked down.
Oh.
The story we just did a little while ago. All right.
You using the autopilot or are you flying the airplane?
May the good Lord's hand fly in this 9 Delta Whiskey.
Okay, very good. Thank you. 9 Delta Whiskey, are you a licensed pilot?
No time single engine land, 9 Delta Whiskey.
Okay, very good.
I got buzzers going off here, gear control or something, I don't know.
Okay, sir, in that case, just level off when you're comfortable, and I'll get you an answer on that in just a moment.
We got a light blinking on the pilot's panel that says AP disc. What's that mean? AP disconnect or something?
Autopilot, dummy.
Hey, we're getting that information right now. They're listening to you. Sounds good. You're right on the money. You're lined up for the runway, so altitude, your discretion. You can proceed visually, and just let me know when you have the gear and the flaps down.
All right, gear going down.
Guy's fucking smooth, man.
Gear on down.
Doesn't sound like he has a lot of experience flying, right?
No,
but he
probably
is
little single-engine Cessnas. No landing gear that, no up or down on the landing gear. They're down all the time, so he's probably like, what the hell is this?
Sounds like that actor,
yeah. Oh, yeah, that one that was in Roadhouse.
Sam. What the hell is his name with the mustache?
Yeah, everybody knows him.
Oh, that fucking Sam Shepard?
Elliot. Thank you.
Sam Elliott?
Sam Elliott.
From The Mask, right? Wasn't he Cher's love interest?
Yeah. Actually made it look like... It was trying to make it seem like he actually liked that kid. Stop it. You kid's got a giant head.
Let's move on. We got a good Yankee story here. Someone getting kicked out of the stadium. You hear this one yet?
No, I've not.
This is a good story.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much of an emergency was it?
I wouldn't say it was a 10, but it was certainly, at least a 7.
Between a 7 and a break in the baseball game, web guy Brad Campo-Lorion thought it would be a good time to take care of business. Only he says he got the foul business end of 2 NYPD officers who ejected him from Yankee Stadium.
I had my arms twisted behind my back.
His indiscretion, he says, was to try to take his pee break during the playing of God Bless America.
As they threw me out of the gate, they told me to get out of their country if I didn't like it.
Out of their country? Are you, what's your heritage? Are you a U.S. citizen?
I'm an American citizen, born and bred, so it's my country as well.
So basically, the guy got kicked out of Yankee Stadium for getting up to pee during America the Beautiful.
You know what? You can't throw a guy out for that.
Of course not.
Fucking stupid.
Of course not.
Let him go piss. Well, I thought he was doing it like right there in the seat into a cup.
No.
He's taking it so seriously. Wouldn't you be laughing?
No, he got thrown out of it. It's probably a $400 seat.
You wouldn't laugh your ass off if that happened to
If
you?
somebody threw you out?
I took a dumb pee break and they choked
angry.
me out at the fucking
Keith would
stadium.
Keith would be swinging the whole way out to the parking lot.
Yeah, I would have to. I love fighting a good cop. No, I'm joking.
The story just keeps going on and on. It's just a simple, dumb story, but...
Now, whatever it was that got him thinking about a bathroom run, we can only speculate. But we can tell you the playing of God Bless America at baseball.
What does that mean? By the way, this is Arthur Chien, the one we got fired.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, oops. Sorry, Arthur. Good to see you working again, though.
But we can tell you the playing of God Bless America at baseball games began after 9/11 and in some stadiums continues today. The Yankees actually have a policy restricting movement of fans during that song.
It was fine the year after 9/11, but it's gotten tired.
Yeah, they should go to the bathroom 100%, because when you gotta go, you gotta go.
Others, though, are a little bit tougher on Brad's bladder.
I would hold it in.
Oh, yeah? How old are you?
I'm 11.
Yeah, you can hold it in for a long time at 11?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, because you're 11.
Exactly.
Get up to our age. You can't hold it in.
See, they would have thrown him out if he'd have just peed right on the spot. If he'd have stayed there, you know, just peed right
Should
there.
have just pissed his pants.
I've taken
respectful.
I've taken 10 pees in the last 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
He didn't want to hear the song. He just said, fuck it, I don't want to hear this shit. I'm going to the bathroom.
Yeah, so then I can see the start of the game.
That's
Right?
the seventh inning.
What?
God Bless America's in the seventh inning.
Yeah.
It is?
Yeah,
I thought that's how they
stopped the-
opened the game.
No, they stopped the whole
does-
game now.
Joe knows
Ever
nothing
since
about
9/11.
sports.
Yeah, it's national
Ever since 9/11, it's a new
Yeah.
thing.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
You're not a
guys.
sports. Joe's not a sports.
We got the
guy.
NYPD guy with this.
The NYPD says Brad was ejected because he was cursing, disorderly, and reeked of alcohol, though he was neither arrested nor issued any summonses. He and his lawyers at the New York Civil Liberties Union have filed a lawsuit designed to stop officers from enforcing a policy on patriotism.
The police obviously should be doing the business of enforcing the law. They should not be in the business of enforcing Yankee policy, much less a Yankee policy that requires people to participate in a patriotic ritual.
And now we allow Brad to have the last shake.
And when you force someone to be patriotic, you devalue the very freedom that patriotism stands for in the first place.
Well, he got the last shake.
Yeah, his stupid Nicolas Cage voice is annoying me, too.
Got the last shake.
You diminish the patriotism. Shut up. Even though he's right. Even though he's right, I hate him. I should have shot him.
You got a couple of the Yankees shooting steroids in the ass. Throwing this poor bum out.
Yeah.
He'll get another game out of it, though. They'll throw him a game just for PR reasons, just to shut him up.
Yeah, they'll probably let him sit down in the little batter's box.
Yeah, he'll be able to fucking run around yelling fucking Allah Akbar during the national anthem.
Uh-oh.
Oh, here it comes.
Uh-oh.
Quick, open the door. Get in. Get in. Get in. Get in.
Uh-oh.
Get in. Shut the door. Shut the door. Shut the door.
Uh-oh.
Shut the door.
Uh-oh.
I don't want to look. Okay, shut up. Shut up. Don't say a word. Don't open that door.
Just use a lot
Kenny,
of hand signals.
Shut that door.
A lot of hand signals.
Make sure.
Like, just
shut
like,
up.
look
Oh my
what I'm
God.
doing. Like, he doesn't know what we're talking about.
I'm just
and now he's
doing
waving
a,
at us. That's Mel Carmazin. He just waved at us. Holy shit.
How you doing? We just got
And
waved
now
at.
he's walking
Give a
by,
little wave.
and he's
Oh
gone.
my,
wave.
oh my goodness. Holy jeez. We still got a job? We still
We're still here. Yeah, they're probably going to be walking back the other way.
That was
that's so scary.
That was a, oh my God, those guys are here wave.
No, that was a friendly.
He said something real quickly to whoever he was with at that moment.
Yeah.
Like, oh, those are the guys that won't be here for long.
Right.
Yeah. No, he was saying, and that studio we'll use for.
Yeah.
I think he was really waving at me. He seems to like me.
Shut it.
All right.
You know what? You know what picture I haven't seen in a long time, and I think this would be a perfect time to play it.
I'm red flagging you right now.
What?
Hold on.
What? You haven't even heard me.
I don't want to hear you. I know you. I'm holding up the red flag.
Can I at least write it down?
Red flag. Write it down. Okay. Green flag.
To write?
For the right.
Okay.
Green flag for writing.
I just
red
have
for talking.
I just really want to see this photo right now. That's all.
Oh God, no! Don't even no.
Why?
Don't pop that up on any
Jimmy,
screen.
don't you want to see this right about now?
Okay, you can say that. I thought you were going to say something else.
I just feel like seeing Tub Girl right now.
No. Danny, I'm red flagging Tub Girl.
I actually wouldn't mind seeing Tub Girl.
No, don't punch up Tub Girl. Oh my God! You see him walk by and point and laugh. Ha ha! Hey, and then you see him mouth out, "Tub Girl." He knows.
right, why don't we move on to the Baby Shaker iPhone app?
Baby Shaker.
It's a big story today.
That's the safe version.
If the audio stops in the middle, you know why. We have to move on to something very safe, but I think we get away with
He's
this.
not going to come in.
An Apple iPhone application is leaving people quite disturbed and some even disgusted.
And you can count me among them. The goal of this game is, in the end, to kill a baby. Mike Delastrito is live in the CBS 13 newsroom with the app and the outrage.
Yes, Sam and Palace, Apple and its iPhone for its applications will not approve any application that involves curse words. But apparently they approved the application here with the goal you just described, to shake a baby to death. In fact, it sounds so outrageous, you'd think it must be a joke.
Oh, shut up.
It's not a joke. No, it is
the
a
iPhone
joke.
application is simple. Shaking your phone shakes the baby and kills it. They even make it a game. See how quickly you can shake the baby to death. So what's the motivation here?
It's simple. It's money. And it's greed.
It might be virtual abuse here, but it's all too real for Scott Jusium.
I'm so passionate about telling people about shaken baby syndrome.
That's because his daughter, Hannah Rose, died from shaken baby syndrome almost 3 years ago.
All right, well, that's...
Well,
who shook her?
Exactly. Stop handing her to Michael J. Fox.
Oh.
Oh my God! It is a pretty, and it puts little X's over the baby's eyes when you kill it.
Then gives you a time.
It gives you another little baby. You shake the hell out of it, and it makes little baby noises.
That's got to fuck up your iPhone. Fuck the baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can't be good for your accelerometer in there.
Yeah, exactly.
That's great. Would the guy make a mistake and think the paint shaker was a ride for his kid? Come on, that's not that bad. I thought,
You probably let some
picture
babysitter.
that. A babysitter, you think?
I'm guessing.
It's not It's not something people do that love the baby, and you got to inform them not to do it because it's dangerous. Like, it's something people do to kill babies. I don't see what this foundation for not shaking babies is. You don't shake baby. There should be a foundation for not jabbing a knife through a baby's head. It's the same thing. You know not to do it.
Mm-hmm. Scott saw the iPhone app today.
I immediately thought, we got to take some action to try to get this thing off so people can't buy it. And that action worked.
Today, Apple pulled the plug on the baby killer application. And as sickened as Scott might be by this electronic baby shaker, he's seeing a silver lining here.
This app was wrong, but we're going to use it, and we're going to educate.
Someone's bad taste is a good opportunity to get the word out.
How ironic, it's the Child Abuse Prevention Awareness Month.
And Scott continues his crusade, fighting for the most helpless of all, babies, just like his daughter.
It's because they can't defend themselves. We have to do it for them. We have to be their voice. And I promise you, I'm going to do that for everyone.
Stop making noise when the movie's on.
And what is Apple saying about all this tonight? Absolutely nothing. And no word either from the company that designed this application. In fact, their website is even down. Wow. Until this afternoon, you could have bought this all week long for 99 cents. But again, as of this afternoon, Apple has pulled this application.
Wow.
It's just indefensible.
It's unreal.
Yeah.
It really is.
got
And
it.
how it got through so many filters and people is also disturbing in and of itself.
That's maybe why Apple's not talking. They're trying to figure that out tonight.
Yeah, thanks.
Shut up!
Thank you.
Figure what out? Like it's not. Bad taste is not illegal.
Exactly.
You're allowed to be tasteless. That's fine.
How did this get through? Bro, these apps have to be all politically correct and everything. The airline one. My planes crash together.
Oh, no.
I have mid-air collisions. Get it off. Oh, a family member died in a mid-air collision once. I'm very offended. Get that off. Car garage parking thing. Oh, boy, that was terrible. It took me an hour to get my car. I'm very angry.
That could put stress on the heart.
Yes, it's very terrible to do. Come on, don't worry about
That's
it.
the same old story. We know that one. I'm sure politicians will jump on that easy thing. Shepard Smith. We love this guy.
Shep.
This guy curses more than anyone on TV.
He's horrible with slipping on the air. You'd think there'd be a dump button for this guy.
No, there's actually
what, Danny?
What?
Yes.
What? Misinformed?
It wasn't on the air. It was during a live video podcast.
What's he doing a live video podcast for?
I can't remember what it's called. It's
my gig.
Hang on, I can bring it up probably.
Hold that thought. Maria needs to be on the show. Maria in New Jersey. It's Opie and Anthony. Jim
My
Norton.
friend was just listening to your show, and I don't know this show, but I heard about you. You're laughing about shaking babies, and Jimmy saying hand it to Michael J. Fox. Well,
Yeah.
what is funny about that?
How do you know Jimmy if you don't listen to the show? Frunkus?
Because I listened to my friend listening to the show.
But then how did you know it was Jimmy?
Exactly.
Because that's what she told me. I said, who are these people?
Wouldn't you just say some guy on the show said
Yes.
that it was handed to Michael J. Fox? And what's funny about that?
No, I said...
You're a fan of the
Yes,
show,
miss,
aren't you?
miss. I made a tasteless joke.
Frunkus.
About a tasteless application.
It's a comedy show, so we make jokes about news stories.
Yes.
No matter how heinous they are.
Yes.
Problem?
Yeah, I think it's just really sick that you're talking about shaking babies and laughing about it.
Well, we're not the ones that put the application out. Apple is, and it's a news story. So instead of being phony like the news, going, "How did this get through?" we are doing our take on it, which is making fun of it
Making light of a shaking baby application
for the iPhone.
Because you're not
The
really
iPhone,
shaking
yeah.
a baby.
Yeah, who
It's like
doesn't know that shaking a baby is bad?
And who are you? You're Anthony or Opie?
Oh, shut up.
All right.
Please shut up.
You're not answering the question, miss. Who asked you that is irrelevant?
Yeah. Who doesn't know that shaking a baby is bad? Everyone knows. People that shake
Yeah, but
babies.
they're putting out an app about it. And
Yeah.
that's
So,
amusing?
but if people want to download it, why can't they?
There's tasteless video games all over the place.
Yeah, it's tasteless. It's whatever it is.
It's not about defending an application for the iPhone about shaking a baby to death. It's the question that's posed, which is what's next. Like, are they going to start taking off that stupid iFart application because that's in poor taste? Like, where's the line?
Yeah, Maria.
No, that's awful too. But this is about killing a baby, and that's the goal of this app.
Yeah, it's
but
shocking.
there's no rule and
It's
there's
a
no
shock
law
app.
against bad taste. Everyone is allowed to be tasteless. There's no
Mm-hmm.
law that says that you cannot be tasteless.
Yeah, why do you object to my joke about Michael J. Fox when it really is just a tasteless joke?
Jimmy, I don't object to anything you say. Frunkus to all of you.
Oh, wow, very good. She actually did get me.
I knew it.
Well, she said Jimmy.
I
You
so
got
knew
me.
it.
I know. I was trying not to say Jimmy, and I said it, and I said, "Oh, I'm
Yeah,
going to
you
give
slipped
myself
up a
away.
little there.
Okay, that was
All
good,
right,
though.
Maria, thank
when she
you.
said, "What's funny about that?" I had to think, well, nothing on the surface. Good point.
We got a fantastic story right here. Oh. It's a bingo parlor story.
A normally relaxing game of bingo turned into anything but last Friday.
We're all old ladies.
At Belin's Del Rio Senior Citizen Center, where Emma Baca watched a few of her friends duke it out over a game of bingo.
It's too sad to see these old people trying to grab each other's face or hair, you know.
The fighters, two in their 60s, the oldest 85, had held a grudge for a day before it finally came to a head.
Why fight for a nickel?
Emma claims the argument was over cheating, that someone wasn't putting enough money into the pot.
We play for nickels. We can play a nickel a card.
A nickel, a card.
And the guy wasn't adding up his nickel?
Some people weren't putting the money in, so you got to kick a little ass.
A fight over a nickel?
You got to start breaking some hips.
So what were they throwing in a penny instead of a nickel?
Yeah. Cheating on the pot.
But she says one of the women accused another player of not paying for her cards.
Oh, boy.
By not putting nickels into the winning pot.
Well, they went and got the ball and turned it over and counted the nickel from one person.
And so the verbal argument turned into a bingo brawl.
And they got in each other's face and they grabbed each other.
Valencia County business manager Kenneth Griego says he needed to take action.
Yeah,
This has never happened before at one of your bingo games.
Not that I know of.
He suspended the women, including a third who jumped in to defend her sister, from any of Del Rio's bingo games for 90 days.
They were very understanding.
Griego says the women apologized
Bingo!
for ruining an otherwise perfect game of bingo.
They're all my friends. We're all friends here. But sometimes, you know, people have their days.
Oh, my God, what a dumb story.
Have their days?
He got suspended for 90 days.
Yeah, no bingo for 90 days.
No
for
bingo
those
for
ladies.
90 days. Oh, it was all ladies fighting?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, well,
all right.
90-day suspension at that age is fucking pretty long time, you know?
Yeah,
That's like
they might
half
not
your
make
life.
it to
Yeah,
the next game.
That could be half your entire life.
That's pretty much dog years right
You're
there.
suspended from bingo for half your life.
Yeah, Travis is bringing up the fact that
that's a really
they
good
got
point.
they got a longer suspension from bingo than we got from the air for the whole homeless Charlie situation.
Homeless Charlie rules.
Yeah.
And always will.
Well, put your nickel in the kitty, you
know what?
Stupid old bastards.
Here's the story from yesterday we just didn't have time to get to, and then we're going to get into the pregnant car bear story.
A father says his son's teacher used the most disgusting means to teach a lesson. The kindergartner came home with a bag of human waste in his backpack. Well, of course, Marley Ginter joins us to let us know what this is all about. Marley?
Well, Dan, Dad says he got a call from his son's teacher saying her classroom was stinky and asked if it could be his child. Well, he didn't put it past his son, considering his son had had a couple of accidents in the classroom already. But he never expected to get this smelly surprise he got next.
A 5-year-old at Apple Valley Elementary in Yakima headed home on the bus with more than books in his backpack. Inside was a smelly package you'd never imagined he'd be toting around.
I'm still kind of just like in shock about it, because I don't, why would somebody do this? And it's disgusting.
Jason says his son's kindergarten teacher bagged up a piece of human feces and stuck it in his son's backpack. His wife found the stinky mess.
She found a clear plastic baggie with a piece of fecal matter wrapped up in a brown paper towel with the note on it.
The note read, "This little turd was on the floor in my room."
Little poopy pants kid. The kid's little poopy pants.
For the most part, I'm pro-teacher, but this teacher's a jerk.
There's the note, "This little turd was on the floor in my room."
Something's not right about that. What teacher is wrapping up shit and sticking it in a kid's book bag and not expecting just to be fired?
Yeah,
Doesn't
I know.
make sense.
It's
So fired.
Not thought out. It's definitely not thought out discipline.
Before the note part of the story, I was thinking maybe the teacher thought it was a brownie or something that another kid gave, and he was just passing the brownies out to the kids.
But you're a kindergarten teacher, and all of a sudden you...
Does that come with the
start
job?
doing that, and you just smell poo-poo.
We got the kindergarten teachers out there. It comes with a job where you have to have an extra pair of panties for the little girls, and you got to deal with the guys shitting their pants.
I used to shit my pants a lot. It would smell rusty.
In class?
I hated shitting anywhere but my own house, and I would hold it all day, and duty would come out sometimes, and it would shit in my pants, and I'd have to lean forward in my chair because it would be plastered against the back of my underwear, and it would start to smell rusty and get cold against my ass cheeks.
How old were you?
I don't know, 3rd grade, 2nd grade. And I remember Kelly Howald. I had a big crush on Kelly Howald.
Yeah.
And I was standing there in line, and she was behind me, and she tapped me, and she goes, "Did you go poops in your pants?" And I was like, "Yeah, right." But I had.
Oh, and she knew it.
Yeah, I had a bag of gold bullions in my underwear.
I never had a problem shitting everywhere.
Was she cute?
I loved her.
Yeah. You did?
Did you go poops in your pants?
And she was right behind you. And did you go poops? She said poops?
Yeah, she pluralized it.
Did you go poops in your pants?
And I was trying to be a sarcastic guy. I was like, "Yeah, right." But I did. I was honest with her, actually. We had to stand there.
Sometimes honesty is not the best policy, Jimmy.
Jimmy, that's so embarrassing.
Horrible. We had to stand in line to leave, so we're all in a small area standing there, and you could just smell that shit in the pants smell.
You were a shit kid.
I shit my pants a lot.
Did you have it?
I shit my pants.
Did you get a little ribbon for this?
No.
A little prize?
But I can remember, even years after, I shit my pants a lot in my life. I used to hate using other bathrooms, and my mother eventually said, "I'm not going to clean your underwear anymore." So I would have to be, I'd be 12 or 13, actually, at times.
No way.
Yeah.
You were doing it at 12 or 13?
No, just because if I couldn't make the bathroom, I didn't want to shit other places.
So you would shit your pants?
Accidentally. I told you. I just told my girlfriend this story, too. She was not happy. Me and my fucking buddy Bill D'Angelo were walking to fucking school one day, and I broke the piece of the log off by accident. My cheeks shut too quickly, and it fucking rolled down my leg, and I kicked it out my pant leg on Newton Street in New Jersey.
It's so disgusting. Oh, God damn it.
And I had the stoop poop story.
I
love telling that story. I love telling my stoop poop story. Down in Florida, with my girlfriend at the time, saying goodbye. Met this couple for the first time, or the girlfriend of this person for the first time, saying goodbye. Boxer shorts were in, big time, and I had like some probably awful looking jean shorts on. So, you know, there's a lot of room.
You should have shit in your big hat.
And I thought I could sneak out a little fart. And instead, a little nugget popped out, fell down my leg, kicked off my shoe, and rolled and presented itself at the feet of.
I present to you
of the woman that I met for the first time.
Did she see it?
Everybody saw it.
Were you embarrassed?
Oh my God!
I was mortified, and that was actually.
You know something? They probably still tell this story.
Oh yeah, that's why I have to keep telling it on the air to make sure.
Shit, right in front of us.
I want to make sure I get my side of the story out, so that's why I like telling that one a lot. And that ended up being the plug. Because then it became what Jimmy's been dealing with the last 2 days, and we couldn't leave anymore.
Oh, you had a nice plug in there.
It was some kind of food poisoning, and I ended up kind of hanging out in the bathroom and some strange bedroom for the next 2 hours.
How is that
laying down,
resolved?
Running to the bathroom, laying down, running to the bathroom.
How is it resolved when the shit was now presented? Everyone saw it. What did you do or say? What was said? What happened?
You should have yelled, "Go!"
I just remember that, obviously mortified again, but then said, "Oh my God!" I remember turning it into, "Oh my God, I don't feel good," which I didn't.
Did you kick it?
I didn't kick it. It bounced off the front of my sandals. Even I think my big toe. I don't even think I had I think I had some kind of flip flop or something on. So it hit the big toe and rolled.
But it rolled, and then what? It stopped
literally at the foot of the person.
Yeah.
How did it?
I feel like using those names anymore.
How did it come from the back and then hit your big toe? What did it wrap around your? Was it like a chutes and ladders shit wrapped around your leg?
Maybe a little plinko action or something. I don't know.
Plinko down your pant leg.
I don't know. I'm not people like pumping up stories. This is one that. You don't have to pump up, my friend.
How big was the turd? Like a dime?
Barely like a fingernail.
And it was embarrassing, though?
Oh, my God. But then the food poisoning was so horrendous that I think people just knew I was...
Forgot that you just shit your pants to the grown man and then rolled down the steps. I don't know about that. It's a rough one to wipe out.
I have never shit myself. I can say that with pride. I'll knock wood.
You never snuck out a fart and all of a sudden you're like, oh, no way was I thinking that was going to happen.
I've pissed on myself while vomiting. That was a good one. I had to take a leak, so I started taking a leak, and I just all of a sudden, whoa, I felt faint and felt like I had to puke because I had to puke. And you know how hard it is to cut off a piss midstream. So I had to go to my knees and put my head in the toilet as I'm pissing on my legs and on the front of the toilet.
Are you sitting down to pee?
No, I wasn't. I was standing up to pee.
Oh, okay.
I was standing up to pee, and then I felt all faint, so I had to kneel down in front of the toilet to puke, and I couldn't stop the piss, so I'm pissing all over my legs. And I'm puking.
That's wonderful.
It was great.
I shit my pants waiting for the bus once.
It's funny.
This is like a meeting.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm Danny, and I've shit myself.
Dude, I was pretty... It was one of those ones where you thought it was safe, but it wasn't. I was probably like 16.
Oh, God. It's the older you get, the worse it is.
And I felt what I thought was going to be a nice gasser. And I kind of was so confident that it was going to just be a gasser that I kind of, I shoved it out with some extra force. Like I felt my stomach contract. And then I was just like, uh-oh. I was like, well, there's something else came out with that. And then I remember I had to do that little duck walk to the, to this coffee shop that was across the street. And I went and I was like, hey, can I use your bathroom? And I didn't even stop to ask. I just kind of said it as I walked in. And the lady's like, no, you got to buy something. So without even stopping, I just went, just give me coffee. I just continued into the bathroom. I had to throw away my underwear that day.
Yeah, that's definitely.
But on the bright side of the story, I had a delicious coffee.
Who hasn't thrown their underwear in the restroom garbage?
Sometimes it's a goner.
Oh yeah.
I told the story before, but I went to Disney World when I was 6, And my parents, it was like when the Star Tours ride had first come out.
Oh, yeah.
And so we were waiting on this huge, like, 2-hour line to see Star Tours. And I told my parents that I had to make poops. And they refused to leave the line because they didn't want to lose the space in line. So I waited the, whatever it was, hour and a half, 2 hours on Star Tours. And I couldn't. And I released during Star Tours.
That is in a little room.
And that was another time my underpants had to be thrown away.
Did you stink the whole fucking Star Tours room up?
You know, I don't remember, and you know what? I wasn't embarrassed because I was expecting it. Like, I told them 1,000 times, like, Mom, Dad, I have to shit now. And so they didn't take me, so no, I wasn't embarrassed. I said, this is what you get. Now you have to clean my shitty ass because you wouldn't let me go to the
would
bathroom.
explain the mother anger, though. The
Why couldn't
humiliations of
one
childhood.
parent take you while the other held the spot in line?
That's what I don't understand. I ask myself that when I think about that story. I don't understand why one could have just held the spot in line.
Pregnant car.
Holy shit, I forgot about
bear.
this.
Yes. They're going to kill us if we don't do this before we get out of here for the weekend. A pregnant woman who was fleeing a bear when she was struck by a slow-moving car said she would honor the euthanized animal by giving her baby the middle name Bear.
Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. The bear got hit by a car.
The woman was running away from the bear who was trying to attack her and eat her. And the car hit...
The bear?
Ooh, wait a minute. Let me read a little more. Yeah, all right. I see where you're going with this.
I don't.
Because the headline says pregnant woman hit by car while fleeing from bear, but but the bear's dead.
Yeah.
Ashley Swenson, 26, said she thought the bear followed her more out of curiosity than malice because it kept a distance of about 10 feet Thursday morning on a hiking trail and blah, blah. Swenson managed to scramble up an embankment and was crossing the street when she was hit by a slow-moving car. Ooh. Although she was not seriously injured, she was taken to a hospital as precaution because she was pregnant. Swenson said she first spotted the bear as it was coming out of a creek, but she started running when the bear moved toward her. The brown-colored North American black bear was tranquilized and later euthanized after Swenson identified it.
Why euthanize?
Why would they do that?
Stop killing animals for doing what they're supposed to do.
It didn't attack her, did it? It didn't even attack her. She's ran out. Old panicky Pete there.
She was a panicky Pete because she's pregnant, but then she later said, I don't think the bear was, attacking me.
Yeah.
It was just curious.
Trying to fuck her.
So then fucking tranquilize the motherfucker and put him deeper in the woods.
Maybe there's no way to take it or something.
Yeah, Swenson said she was sad to hear about the bear's death. Yeah, because the bear spared me, and then it had to die. Swenson, who was about 5 months pregnant, said she doesn't know the sex of her baby, but will give the middle name Bear, whether it's a boy or a girl. Yeah.
The kid's going to love that.
Yeah.
How about Michelin for the tire that ran her over?
Young captain.
This high wind thing is a real problem. We had an incident at our building where an old lady went flying and broke her arm or something.
When?
It was a few months ago.
Oh.
From the wind?
Dude, where we live on the river, the wind really gets crazy. And then I guess because it's blowing between the buildings, you could get some freaking lift.
I literally have to lean into it's
amazing.
It's called Millionaire's Row. And I have to no, but you have to lean into the fucking wind and just like kind of lean forward and walk. It's like 40-mile-an-hour gusts.
It's no joke. They warn you before you leave the building sometime. High wind.
That must be great in the winter when it's just
it's horrendous.
Like the wind chill factor is minus 30.
It's fucking awful. They call it hat hell.
Today's a hat hell alert.
It's true. Cancer wigs getting blown off. It can be very amusing. Somebody thinks they've been fooling people. No, I'm not sick. I've been exercising. The hair goes flying.
They're saying hello to bald burn victims because their wigs come off too. Everyone's just.
What's the matter? Old anus lips is chasing his hair down the street. Who, perpetually surprised face? Yeah.
The wind is making the two holes in his head whistle.
Oh, no.
Jesus.
The guy with the guy with his glasses duct taped to his head. That guy is chasing a fucking awful hair hat.
My hat.
That's the sound of his respiratory system.
Yeah, he's got it's just two holes in the front of his face.
How does he talk?
My hat.
With his asshole lips like his anus lips.
Someone get my hat.
It's talking out of the side of the mouth.
So terrible.
There's really no reason for that.
He's always surprised that he lost his hair.
Of course he is. I heard old painted on lashes had to run down the street today.
Just fucking tears are just blowing past him too because his eyelids can't shut.
There's a Mets hat with hair in it. It's a one-piece ensemble. That fucking ill-fitting tuft of wig. And shitty old fucking Lego person.
Holy no reason for it. I love it. It's too goddamn wrong.
So we got a Chihuahua.
Right. The wind.
Jimmy's gonna die over here.
It's
the way he talks. It makes you laugh so.
My hat. My hat.
Oh, the lips only half work.
Of course they do. That's what happens when fire hits your face. Damn it. Oh, fuck. Jesus. I don't think we need a visualization of it, Danny.
That just makes it sad.
Wow, you're having so much fun with it.
God, he's like old plunger face.
These are the people you're hurting.
Oh.
Yeah. I like seeing the people we're hurting and making fun of.
Right.
No.
Speaking of the old
picture ruiner.
Let me see it.
One of these things is not like the other.
Oh, man, that's just fucking horrendous.
That's really bad. Fire sucks.
It really is a bitch.
Man.
So we have a Chihuahua.
Yes.
Flew away. High wind. Oh. And Anthony from Vegas, remember I was saying that old lady went flying and broke something? I think it was her arm. He writes, did she get the flu? Opie.
See, because she... Yeah, she
flew away.
Yeah.
Well, a local woman was heartbroken after this weekend's nasty weather left her in a horrible situation.
And this sounds hard to believe, but it's true. The high winds literally swept her dog away. This happened at a flea market in Waterford. It is a really unusual way to lose a pet.
Devin, unusual to say the least. Now, put yourself in this situation. Imagine your family pet, your pride and joy. Now, it literally got blown away in front of their eyes from the wind. Now, the people are seen right out of the movie, I should say, and it really happened to one local couple here. And this weekend's weather, well, it's to blame.
They tried to catch her too, but nobody could.
Jesus.
The wind had her, and she was just going on, and her collar was found across the street.
This weekend, we found ourselves...
What is she being tortured as she speaks?
We got kidnapped. We found one shoe.
The collar was across the street.
Yes, there was a note that said woof.
And you know what was flying?
Stupid old lady just wants to be left alone with her dumb Chihuahua.
You know, the thing wasn't flying like a superhero either, that it was just tumbling and banging on the ground and rolling.
Shit was flying out of it, pissing in a circle. Nervous idiot.
And a stupid panicked look on its face.
Yeah. Dog doesn't understand wind.
Shaking.
Yes.
Stupid dog.
This proves there's no God. Old lady, all she wants to do is be left alone with her dumb Chihuahua.
Street. This weekend, we found ourselves right in the middle of violent rain showers and whipping winds across Metro Detroit. Thousands were left without power, but this storm was more difficult for one family when 70-mile-per-hour winds swept up their most prized possession, their Chihuahua, Tinkerbell.
It's been very upsetting. Even some of our children have been crying. They come down from the pier in Flint, and our grandson.
Maybe you shouldn't name it Tinkerbell.
Yeah, it's supposed to fly.
Right.
Tinkerbell.
All right, now, Devin and Ruth, I am pleased to tell you that this story has a very happy ending. I am not only joined by Dorothy and Laverne Utley, but Tinkerbell as well. Now, we are also happy that Tinkerbell made her way home. Tell me how it happened, Dorothy.
Well, we were on a local radio station this morning for about 2.5 hours, and a psychic had called, and she had told us that we were doing the wrong thing. She told us what to do. And we went and found her.
And she told you the exact location to look.
A psychic?
She told
Yes, it was
us
in the psychic's
Vern
yard.
found it.
Yeah, no shit.
The dog blew through a bay window. Landed in her soup.
What kind of crap is that? A psychic told her where the dog
You
is.
can't find missing children, but you hear something barking.
She knew which way the wind was blowing. Check the weather.
I mean, yeah.
We have an easterly wind. Well, I think your dog is east.
Probably threw a softball up in the air and waited to see where that landed.
Yeah.
Said, all right, your dog's around there.
Yeah, it wasn't like it was like a 4-hour wind, right? It's a nice gust of wind.
Right.
Where is it? It's about 30 yards that way.
Over there. Oh, there's Tinkerbell.
Hind legs are broken. That's sort of dragging himself back.
Stephen S. from Bayshore is very angry today. He just writes, Tinkerbell's a cunt.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
no need for
Told
salty
us
talk.
and Vern found her. She'd come out of the woods running like a little rabbit. Right to Vern.
And is it true that Tinkerbell really flew over
For
6
a little
miles?
bit. She flew, and then she went. And she went over 3 lanes, over on Dixie into the woods. And that's where she was.
Well, Dorothy and Laverne, we are so thrilled here at Channel 4, and all of our viewers are too, to have Tinkerbell home and say thank you for being with us tonight. Devin and Ruth will send it back to you.
What a remarkable story.
Oh,
It's incredible.
what a remarkable.
The dog got blown across the street.
Yeah. And it's a giant story.
The news was hoping they were going to find Tinkerbell and they'd have to scrape her off the front of a fucking Mack truck or something.
Yeah, Tinkerbell get blown into a lawnmower blade.
Right.
His little feet.
They're not happy that there's a happy ending. They want to see the old broad crying as they head over the dead carcass of Tinkerbell.
The stumps.
Yeah. It would have been funny if Tinkerbell got blown into the face of an invalid and knocked him out of his chair.
Was enough tragedy for this news station.
It would have been a feel-good story because Tinkerbell left in behind, like them interviewing the old lady. You'd see them like picking the wheelchair back up, trying to lift the guy up.
Jesus.
It wasn't happy for everyone.
Reattached his IV.
He had his piss bag. Because the dog blew into his face, knocked him over.
Holy mother of God.
Just in the background of the news story, you just see them riding the chair with the guy in it.
I can't even fucking breathe.
Does these impersonations.
It certainly wasn't what you'd expect at a seminar on domestic violence. A statement by a Saudi judge talking about spousal abuse in the kingdom, and according to a newspaper, saying, it's okay to slap a wife if she overspends.
Boy, how many of us wish it was legal in this country, right, guys?
He started to touch me. He started to grab me. I told him to stop. He didn't stop. I hit him back. And then he got really angry.
He's going to bludgeon her acting teacher. Butt of a gun.
Just beat her.
You ever tell her she's good again, you're dead.
Oh, people are saying I gotta adjust stuff. Where do I start?
It's okay.
Let's see what this does.
No. Don't push that.
Huh?
Those little buttons on the side. There's so many of them.
Thread over. He gave up. He walked away. Good.
Oh, he did?
Yeah,
Where'd he go?
We're being held hostage.
Did he go left or
He's
right?
probably just behind another curtain, lurking.
Yeah.
Open up that curtain.
He's
Peeking.
lurking.
Is he hanging out over
He's
there?
a peeker.
Peeking around a
Steve
corner.
Blatter, he's a urinal peeker. He's a glancer.
He was out there for 20 minutes. He gave up.
Oh.
Maybe it's safe to go to break.
Yeah, I'm going to follow that girl down the hallway. That bitch is swishing some hips.
Ah, yes, we have
Oh,
to now.
soup.
my
All
soupy.
right.
Thank you, Kenny.
You're welcome.
Yay.
Of course, the more official language, as reported by the Saudi English-language newspaper Arab News, quoted Judge Hamad al-Razin as saying, if a person gives 1,200 riyals, about $320, to his wife, and she spends 900 riyals, about $240, to purchase an abaya from a brand shop, and if her husband...
All right, that's why we'll never be one in the world.
Nah.
What did she buy?
An abaya from a brain chop. And that goes without saying, then you could absolutely belt her right in the face.
Wait, an abaya from a brain?
Brain chop.
As in your head?
No, brain.
Oh, brain.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was the brain chop.
And she spends 900 reals, about $240, to purchase an abaya from a brand shop.
A brand shop.
An abaya.
Sorry. An abaya from a brand shop.
Jimmy, you're an expert on the Middle East. What is she buying?
A horse. An abaya is a brand of horse, and a brand shop is where brand is sold.
Brand shop.
Yes.
They're delicious.
That it wasn't a store where improv was taught. Maybe I could have found that first.
Why? It's wonderful.
That was really good. Just state nothing.
An abaya.
Abaya or abaya from
a brand shop.
A brand or a brand?
Brand.
I think there's an H in that word. B-R-A.
Brand. Well, God knows how it's spelled.
Yeah.
XLP1.
Squiggly line.
Like on a hat. And used as a letter, Jimmy.
Yeah.
I made that up.
A squiggly, a picture
funny,
of a horse.
Right?
Yes, it is. Give yourself a ringy-dingy.
All right.
I was in the middle of my great caveman joke.
Oh, no.
It's okay.
I actually didn't hear it.
It's all right. Just imagine, because he said, how do you spell that? And then, of course you got to go with the most outrageous way people spell things, which would be pictures of stuff.
Oh, hieroglyphics.
Yeah. See how I got around that without telling the joke, huh?
Give yourself a tinkle.
Ooh. All right.
No, not that kind.
About $240 to purchase an abaya from a brand shop, and if her husband slaps her on the face as a reaction to her action, she deserves that punishment. The abaya is the black cover that women in Saudi Arabia are required to wear.
Oh.
According to the paper, women in the audience made it clear that they took issue with that, but it didn't seem to get any better. According to Arab News, the judge also said that women shared as much responsibility for their abuse as men did, and then said that women's indecent behavior and use of offensive words against their husbands were some of the reasons for domestic violence in the country.
Yeah, let's go over there and try to get along. I mean,
yeah. We treat them like gold.
We can't even agree on the basics that maybe women should be treated nice.
Those Saudis are our allies, and we make like they're fucking civilized and think like us, and meanwhile, it's just there are atrocities going on over there. But we need their we need that go-go juice,
dude. All right. Listen closely to this story.
You can see the boy writhing on the floor, almost convulsing, as church elders from Manifested Glory Ministries try to physically drive out his sexual orientation, invoking the devil's name, Lucifer.
Right now, I command you to leave.
Patricia McKinney, who calls herself a prophetess, is seen here on the church website with her husband, Kelvin. She denied the ritual was an exorcism, claiming the boy was once in reform school for stealing and wanted the church to cast his demons out.
Right now, in the name of Jesus, I call my homosexuality right now, in the name of Jesus.
But the images on the 20-minute video have one local group planning to report the church to the Connecticut Department of Children and Families.
They thought they were trying to help him, and I think what they did was murder his soul.
Murder his soul?
Wow.
All right, you could relax a little bit on that.
Yeah, maybe manslaughter, but not straight out murder.
Murder. Oh, there's a whole video of it and everything? Wow, this is a wacky church.
Wait, who's rolling around the floor? The homo? Is that Bobo trying to get his brother's demon out of his body?
If you go outside, you hear the neighbors yelling, "Get out of our neighborhood."
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
There's another exorcism outside.
Yeah, right outside. Right outside the fucking front door. I cast ye out of the neighborhood.
You take your property, decreasing value down. Church,
you leave. Wow, that is fucked up.
Yeah, we got more to the story here.
Tonight, no one answered the door at the church's Bridgeport property, but our Connecticut affiliate tried to question Prophetess McKinney at the site of her weekly radio show. She wasn't showing her.
What is that move to get?
Yeah, what is that? I can't see what was going on there.
Dude, it looks like the guy's getting it up the ass. He's holding him from behind.
Oh, he is. He's showing him the evil of his ways, I guess, by banging him.
They're fighting gay with gay.
Yeah.
We want a clean spirit. Get out of the way.
Wow, and he's spinning around on the floor. They're getting these sheets and throwing the sheets over him for some reason. You'd think they wouldn't like that. Maybe. But
tonight, no one answered the door at the church's Bridgeport property, but our Connecticut affiliate tried to question Prophetess McKinney at the site of her weekly radio show. She wasn't showing her spiritual side. Do not come where we're at and looking for no interview. But Patricia McKinney did speak to the Associated Press wire service, and she said that the church took care of the young man and gave him clothing because he was dressing like a girl and he didn't want to do that anymore. And on her radio show today, she noted, if you're a true prophet, you're not going to be popular with the people.
Wait, aren't you allowed to do exorcisms like this? What's
I guess
the
so.
problem?
They're kind of looking at it like it's some kind of a bad thing for the kid.
Yeah, leave the homo in the kid.
Leave him alone.
Just leave the homo in him.
Let him be gay.
Let him be gay.
That's
you don't have
probably what he says to his partner. Something inside me tells me you're gay.
Yeah.
And it could be your fist.
Don't worry, the gay will be out of you in 15 minutes.
Wow, it's a long gayness. Well, isn't there there's places they could send you to, like gay boot camp? Where
They got that shit.
Where they'll get the gayness,
they try to get the gay out of you. What they do is they get a bunch of young gay men and put them together in a barracks. And then try to get the gay out of them.
Try to get the gay out of them.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the place just smells like fucking balls and cum in the morning.
It's harmless.
Because they got to turn the lights off for the night sometime.
Yeah. Good night, ladies.
Right.
Yeah, why would... I don't think that would get... Why don't they throw some women in there or something?
Yeah.
Or,
Why is Private Joker fucking Private Pile in the ass?
They put them all together.
A butt plug!
Oh,
well,
God.
what do we got here?
Right.
Oh, I know him.
A butt plug. Oh.
Look at that.
He's putting it through a zipper. You eat it.
What?
Rich, you're a horrendous actor.
I know, that was good, wasn't it?
When he sees a picture that is uber gay, Rich always coughs and goes, oh, look at that.
It's not the blowjobs, it's the making out that's gross.
Yeah.
That's gay.
That isn't. But this is fine.
What? Anal is gay and making out is gay. Oral is exploring.
What are you trying to find there, Magellan?
Oral is just...
All right, let's show Rich some gay pictures, and you tell us if it's gay or... What's the other one? Exploring?
Exploring.
Okay.
He's just leaving. What are you getting? Steve's collection?
No, he's got.
Oh, he's closing the curtains.
Yeah, we have to close the curtains.
Gay pictures. Hold on, let me get my phone.
Are they serious?
Yeah, we have to close the
literally.
curtains.
I know.
Serious. That's
So,
the new
it's so
thing.
dumb.
We got to close the curtains.
This isn't
like
a real
there's gay
job.
exorcism going on in here.
First mistake, thinking this is a real job. Pay me!
Oh, another consulting
That's right.
fee.
Stop making believe this is a real job.
That was good acting, though, when I coughed like
horrendous. You do it all the time. I finally had to tell you.
No, sometimes...
Louis Beans! I'm coughing. Louis Beans!
All right, gay or exploring?
Oh, gay.
There's
That's
this gay guy, Louis Beans.
That's gay. That's not gay.
All right, wait. Explain what's gay and what's not gay.
Who's
'Cause
gay
this
in that
is radio.
picture?
Right.
The guy banging the other guy in the butt
gay.
is gay.
All right, who's gay in there, though?
Who's what?
Which guy is gay in that?
These two right there where you can just see balls.
Who's gayer?
And the guy watching, jerking off, not gay, just exploring. He's really not gay like they are because he's not making contact.
That guy is literally balls deep.
I know. It's almost...
It is a behind a shot. It is a guy. He's like power banging this guy. He's just
and the guy's balls below him looks like Mr. Potato Head without the eyes and the nose.
Yeah, it's really.
I mean, I've never seen balls that big. It looks like a tumor on his ass.
But that guy.
And look at that cock. That is a nice cock. If you're going to do, I mean, it's kind of thick.
Jesus.
All right, let's
Hey,
hurry through
sometimes
this bit.
but that guy's not as gay.
Give Rich another picture there.
Okay.
By the way, the guy you said that wasn't gay because he's exploring, he was ready to get head from the other guy. By the way, he wasn't just jerking off.
Oh.
God, that
well, how do you know?
Because
you
you
saw
could see
this?
he was like guiding it into the guy's mouth.
Yeah, he's got
no,
eyes.
he was spanking out a load right there.
No, I don't know. All right.
God,
Jesus.
these curtains are closed. We're looking at this. I feel like I should have tokens.
Earl doesn't work here anymore.
Oh.
All right. Let's see.
All right. I don't think the bit's going to work, Rich. I'm sorry.
All right.
It's not a bit.
What about that?
All right. Two army guys.
What's gay about that?
Don't tell.
Here's what's gay about that. What's not gay about it. The act that they're doing isn't real gay. The way they're dressed up, they're trying to be. It makes them look gay, putting on army outfits like that.
So the guy that has a cock in his mouth, that's not gay.
Not
They
as
have
gay
army
as
camo
not
on.
as gay as wearing the outfits like that. Like, oh, we're army men sucking dick. That's gay. Okay, do you see what I'm saying? Do you get the connection?
You did tell us you bought those crazy pants though, for golf.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna before I putt blow the other player.
All right. You know, I bought I bought a lot of plastic soldiers as a kid, and I never remember that crew. I remember the radio operator, the laying down guy. I don't remember the sucking the soldier dick guy in my soldier
Well,
set.
see, that's the difference. My army men were from the Don't Ask, Don't Tell collection.
Oh, is that it? Okay.
Rich, we got.
I didn't get
this.
Oh, God.
All right, what about this picture? Explain the picture first for the listeners.
That's a young boy that won the lottery, it looks like.
Jesus, Rich.
Look at him. He's holding. This guy.
One guy is sitting down. He still has his underpants on.
Yeah.
And two guys completely naked standing in front of him. And he's got his hand on.
Both their asses.
Yeah,
okay.
both their ass cheeks.
This guy who's pure white, like you don't want to grab it that body. Look how disgusting about. But this guy with the tan line, that ass, if you close your eyes, could feel like a woman's ass. Look how round and tight it is. Look at that. I mean, look at that ass right there. I mean, I'm not lying. That's not gay. That's a nice body. It's just a nice body.
You're going to keep talking to someone who agrees with you? Because we'll be here all day. We'll be here all day.
Yeah.
You hear him?
Like if these two guys went off alone, that would be gay. But this guy right here, he's just a dude with a nice,
Rich Voss is explaining this like, he's
out.
explaining why the Rolling Stones are better than the Beatles, and eventually we'll go, oh, you know what? You're right, Rich.
You made a point.
You made a point.
And I'm
We're
pointing
never
with my
getting to
glasses
that.
like a professor.
I see that.
Look how far up the butt cheek out of that guy's asshole he's chafed.
What are you
like
talking?
that is just a lot of dick has been in that. The guy on the right. Like you could see where ground zero is on his ass cheeks.
Well, right here you can see a little redness.
Yes, he's a little tender.
Okay, but he's tender. He must have done.
One more, Rich, and we'll wrap up this amazing
this is
bit.
kind of gay. The whole bit is gay.
The bit, now, see, that's the whole thing. Now, the bit itself, gay or curious?
Gay. I'm not gay.
So gay. Thank God the music's manning it up.
Oh, a comic has it. Okay, this isn't my line. This is another comic's, and I don't know whose line it is.
Okay.
So, he goes, "You know you're gay."
Oh, gay?
Well, hold on.
All right. All right, gay or not? Holy smokes.
That's a jizz waterfall.
Oh. That looks like a fucking strudel icing dispenser.
Oh, my God.
Rich and his fake puking again.
That one isn't fake.
That I
If
gather
that doesn't get you sick.
You've convinced us all, Rich.
Post-anal sex.
Look at that.
Apparently, the guy had just pulled out, and there's a little stream
a pimple
of
popped in his
jizz,
ass.
Pouring out of his ass down his ball sack.
Oh, that's
from the rear. They're showing it.
What's your line there?
It's not
Rich?
my line.
Yeah,
Rich, what do you think?
That's disgusting.
Right.
That makes you not want to be gay when you see something like that.
And you did
that
before.
Should never use.
Not want to be.
No, that is not good for promotions. For gay promotions.
You don't think they should use that as?
That's not good gay promotions.
It is called "Come." What is the label there?
What's it
Come
called?
in my ass?
No, the label.
I think it says "Come from the ass."
Oh, come from the ass. All right. Well, then it makes perfect
Rich.
sense.
Okay.
What's the line that isn't yours?
It's not mine. I don't know what comic said it, but it's brilliant. He goes, you know you're gay when you're sucking a guy's dick and you're thinking of another guy.
Wow, who said that?
I don't know. I wish I knew.
How do we get a hold of him?
What?
What about this guy?
What the fuck? What is that? What the fuck is that?
Oh, God. I can't even look at that. Apparently,
the guy's he's growing berries in his ass.
Apparently, there's some hemorrhoid problems with this gentleman. Yeah, I think he's had a little too much.
Vince A. from Bayonne writes, next on Oprah, it's homespun. Got to use the word homespun.
Homespun.
Word of the day, homespun. Next on Oprah, it's homespun homosexual justification stories from Rich Voss.
What the fuck was that in that guy's
I want
ass?
to move on.
Yeah, that's gross.
So there was a gay exorcism in what? A church in Connecticut?
Yeah, apparently a gay exorcism. I'm trying to get the gay. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Completely ridiculous.
God damn. Look at his big, stupid feet over his ass.
You know, these are someone's kids. You know, if you on the internet, just millions and millions of pictures of porn. Where are all these people at? Like, how come, like, you know what I mean?
Where are these people's parents?
No, not their parents. How come you never meet these? Like, you know what I'm saying?
You don't just bump into them? Why, you recognize every face? You remember one where you got a photographic memory? One of these fucking guys can walk right past you on the street.
Not the guys, the girls
Rich
on
is
the internet.
bummed he can't meet these people.
Yeah, right.
No, I'm talking about girls on the internet.
Which one do you really want to meet, Rich?
The
guy with the jizz pouring out of his bunghole?
Which one?
Yeah.
Hemorrhoid guy?
Yeah, I wonder what his next appearance is.
Yeah.
All right, can we move on?
Yeah, I
Oh,
can't.
why? This is going great.
Is it?
I like these
Take
pictures.
it anymore.
This is Mike in Boston.
Yes. Hi, Mike.
Good enough. Anyways, I've got my father dead taking a shit with a cigarette in his mouth, burnt down to the ash, died of lung cancer.
Oh, really? Right,
Wow.
Right to the end. He had his last cigarette, though. That's pretty cool.
Yep. Friggin' pants down, taking a dump with a cigarette in his mouth.
He died loving...
doing what he loved, smoking and shitting.
Right.
Honestly, I'm an ex-smoker, but if I knew I was going to die in 5 minutes, I'd light up and take a shit.
Did he leave a nice log? That would have been pleasurable.
Yeah.
Cigarette, a nice log, tapered dump.
The last thing you hear is kerplop, dead.
We have another 911 call. We get these all the time. Another guy not happy with his fast food order.
Oh, God.
Well, it may sound silly, but it landed a local man in jail, and it could have actually put lives at risk. That man and two of his friends were unhappy with their burger order at McDonald's and felt like police should handle the situation for them. They wouldn't stop calling 911, tying up the life-saving emergency line for nearly 20 minutes.
It's Andrew Michelson's job to handle life and death calls, not calls over 2 patties and special sauce.
I was at a McDonald's, I paid $10, and these guys gave me 1 burger and a fry and told me to pull around.
Okay, sir, this is not a 911 emergency.
I told him that he needed to talk to the manager and take it up with them because it wasn't something the police was going to get involved with.
But the upset man and 2 of his friends kept calling 911 over and over.
Sir, you just tell me I can't get a cop right here at 86 and Sunnyside Road. I'm going to sue your office right now.
You're going to sue our office because you're calling in on 911 because they didn't give you the correct food?
Okay, yeah, you send an officer right here, right now, because I got cheated.
Fucking ignorant cocksucker.
What is it, though?
There you go. That makes perfect sense. Thank you, Danny.
What is it? They get their change?
Dummy.
What was he complaining about?
I could
say
like
a
few
cheese.
things.
I heard cheese.
It sounds
I got
like
cheated, I think you said.
Yeah, it sounds. It's kind of weird, but it almost sounds like they didn't give him all of his food. Like he paid more money than what he got, and they wouldn't. Like I guess they were arguing, and like, they wouldn't help him out. I don't know.
What is the difference? And just to play devil's advocate, like if that's a legitimate call, like if they don't give you the right amount of money back and they're refusing, what's the difference between that and just walking by someone who has money on their table and just taking it off? It's like they're fucking stealing from you, and the option is I'm going to go in there and knock somebody's fucking teeth out. I know 911 is not the answer, but it's like, how do you...
You know what you do? You fucking calmly talk to the manager and explain the situation, and I bet 99% of the time it all works out in the end. Because they just, these dope fucking managers there, unless they got a stick up their ass, probably are just like, but I'm sure one of these fucking guys, I could tell by his picture, he just looks like a fucking cocksucker. Hey, where's my fucking shit? Motherfucker, what? All right, shut up. Good. Ugh.
He started cursing, and, you know, we get that a lot, where people will, you know, try to abuse us and take it out on us.
The three men made such a scene outside the drive-up window that other McDonald's customers started calling 911, fearing for the safety of restaurant employees. Meanwhile, the upset men used a new tactic to get attention from dispatchers.
Oh my gosh, the lady at McDonald's has a gun pointed to my head. Get him in the cop.
Does she have gun pointed to your head?
Yep, right now. Get him in the cop.
Yes, I'm going to send you a cop.
What is your name?
My name is Jeremy Martin.
Police say there was no gun. They arrested 23-year-old Jeremy Martin for improper use of 911. His two friends fled the scene. Dispatchers say the abusive, selfish 911 calls could have easily put other lives at risk, all over a hamburger.
I got robbed for my money.
Sir, you did not get robbed. I'm going to disconnect with you now.
Oh, good. This guy won't get anything, though.
And if there's three thugs outside your thing making like an $8 fucking beef, and if your company fucked up, why wouldn't you just give them their change? Unless they were wrong.
Yeah, at that point, fuck them. Fuck them. God, that's annoying. Ugh.
That happens too much.
Yeah.
The 911 thing.
Ignat motherfucker.
Why don't we do the doctor story? We teased this to begin with. The tree growing in somebody's lung. This is a weird one.
This Russian man underwent surgery to remove what doctors thought was a tumor. But what surgeons found left them simply shocked. It's still not clear how this happened. The patient said it's possible he inhaled a tree bud at some point. But this biologist said it's absolutely impossible that a green plant could grow inside a human body from a seed. She noted that certain conditions, light, water, and a certain temperature, are needed for a plant to grow from a seed. The patient, a heavy smoker, had complained of chest pains. He was back at work less than a week after having the small tree removed. The doctor said they intend to file a report on the unusual case.
Don't we have enough to worry about? Now we got to worry about, like, trees growing in our lungs?
Jesus Christ.
I don't like these stories.
I'm so dumb. I'm sitting there going, well, maybe he just swallowed, like, a piece of a tree. And then I'm like, you can't swallow something into your lung, moron.
How big? Can we see the picture? I would love to see that. That is bizarre.
It was a redwood.
Yeah, did they say how big the... Was it like a little fucking...
Can we see a photo of it?
You know.
What did he smoke? A lot of weed? Maybe he smoked a lot of weed, and maybe it was a pot plant there,
Yeah,
Keith
a little
Robinson,
pot plant,
right?
That's what I believe.
It was a fir
seed?
tree.
I'm going to go with it, yeah.
I'm going with a little pot growing in his lungs. Let's smoke that shit. Re-smoke that shit.
Yeah. A lot of reefer.
Is that the
I say
picture?
reefer. Do they even say reefer anymore?
No, they don't, old man.
Reefer sticks. Want to sell some Mary Janes? Fucking.
You kids smoking some wacky tobacco over here?
Can you see that, Denny?
I think reefer should still be the word.
Yeah,
I kind of
like
like the word
That's
reefer.
disgusting.
That's really it, huh?
But is that growing, or is that
looks-
just something they...
It looks like some pine needles from your Christmas tree, right?
That's not a tree
That's not
growing.
no
That's not a
damn
tree.
tree.
That's a little nothing. I guess for your lung, it's pretty
He probably
impressive.
inhaled it. He inhaled a piece of a fucking tree. It's not a... How big was it,
It
Dan?
looks like a piece of salad, like a romaine, some romaine.
A little romaine, really?
Yeah.
Where are you getting your romaine?
A little,
What do you think it looks like?
That's a
there?
fir tree. It looks like pine cone. It's
It
a fir
looks...
tree.
It looks like a
Yeah, it
Christmas
looks like,
tree,
looks
right?
like some arugula. In a nice marinara sauce. Yeah, that's not... Come on, that's not
not
a
a
tree
damn
growing,
tree.
for Christ's sake.
5 inches.
It was no, it was 5 centimeters.
No, 5. That's fucking... It's a thing he inhaled.
Yeah, right.
How big is 5 centimeters?
It's like this.
You have no idea.
Who knows? It's less than an inch, right? Has to be. Yeah, of course it is.
Yeah, like what's the? Does it say what the scale of that picture is?
I think there's 4 centimeters to an inch.
Oh, really?
I think so.
Oh my god!
I
I
think
think
so.
you made that up.
Dude,
I am right. I'm right.
I was a math whiz growing up, and I forgot that knowledge. Where the fuck is my math knowledge going?
And that there's a ruler down there. I didn't even fucking see that. God damn it!
4 centimeters to an inch. Well, not exactly though, right?
No, I think
that
it's
metric crap going on.
It's close enough on a ruler, I do believe.
Oh. What?
0.39. What, Travis? 0.3930. It's like pi, kind of.
Yeah, it just keeps going and going.
And he had to get surgery to remove this?
Yeah.
The unlucky lottery. I'm not sure if it's unlucky lottery or sucks to be you.
We're starting to think that's the same thing, right?
I'm not sure which it is.
It's just a good story.
It's no, there is a subtle difference.
It's a quickie if you want to go with it.
Okay, we'll do that. What's the
subtle
subtle difference?
Unlucky lottery is when something happens to you that the odds of it happening are so astronomical that the same odds, in a good way, you would have won lotto.
Right.
It's like, why didn't I win lotto? Like, let's say, I always use this example, a boulder that is sitting on the top of a mountain and has been there. Dinosaurs saw this rock in the same place. And as your car is driving by, it decides for some reason to dislodge and crush you and your family. That's unlucky lottery because the odds are astronomical.
Sure.
Sucks to be you
is the boulder because he's minding his business. And all of a sudden, now he's rolling down a hill into a car.
I was sitting up here comfy for a millennium. It sucks to be you is just bad things that happen. It doesn't necessarily have to be out of the realm of possibility. You get hit by a bus and the rear tire goes right up the middle of you and your brains are in the street. That's a sucks to be you, but it does happen.
But couldn't that be unlucky lottery because that type of thing's going to happen and the odds are very astronomical?
Let's say you're on a dirt road in the middle of nowhere and a lost bus runs you over. That would be unlucky lottery. If you're in the city crossing the street, it's not unlucky lottery. See, there is a subtle difference.
Well, I think this is going to fall into the sucks to be you category.
All right.
All right, we'll decide, Daniel.
Yeah, thanks a lot for making assumptions. Why even fucking play it now, Dan?
A woman who was killed in a collision with a tow truck in British Columbia last month appears to have been killed by her laptop computer. The authorities say Heather Story's laptop was not secured in the backseat of her car, and the force of the accident caused it to fly forward and hit the back of her head.
Wow. What we believe has happened is she was struck in the back of her head and neck with this laptop computer. She simply didn't have it secured within the confines of her car, and it's ultimately been the instrument of her death.
EMT ran over to her and hit Control-Alt-Delete.
Come on.
Hey, what is this? Hey, she got the blue screen of death, everybody.
That's, that's right down the middle. That's a tough call because people are killed by projectiles in their vehicles, but I don't know.
Not your own laptop.
Yeah, your laptop hitting you in the head.
Can I tell you how my second grade teacher died?
Oh, no.
She was in Canada.
You're kidding?
And she was beheaded.
Oh.
Really?
By a snowplow.
Jesus.
Get out of here.
Snowplow accident. The guy had the plow up through the windshield. There goes my second grade teacher.
Oh my God.
Well, that's fast anyway.
And the principal had to tell us little fuckers.
Oh, you were
He
that?
told you the details?
Yes.
Why?
How else do I know?
Why would
I
he
didn't
say-
Google her name 20 years
You could
later.
have said just in a horrible, tragic accident,
Nope.
your teacher's dead.
We got the
You
details.
gotta say that our head was cut off by a snowplow?
That was
What
up
a
in
morbid...
the opposition.
What was your principal's name? Club Soda Kenny?
Yeah.
And now, kids, how your teacher died.
She has to be buried in 2 separate boxes.
My principal ended up dying before we graduated 6th grade, too.
What happened to him?
He,
The casino?
No, I heard diving accident out in Wading River. Or Riverhead. Riverhead's inland, so Wading River area.
Your school cursed?
I don't know.
Jesus.
Diving out on the Long Island Sound is a little crazy, right?
Yeah, where'd they build your school? On a fucking Indian burial ground?
We had They didn't remove the bodies, though, only the tombstones from the top. Poltergeist.
Oh, my God. When I'm not doing Pathmark commercials, I'm here in a graveyard.
I love when he curses in movies, the Pathmark guy.
Yeah.
Because it always reminds me of, like, and ground beef on sale here at fucking Pathmark.
Yeah, that's right.
Holy shit, look at the prices of potatoes.
These tacos look just like cunt lips, don't they, kids?
He's a potty mouth in movies.
Oh, no.
The Pathmark man.
Who's
Hi,
Charles
dude.
Grodin?
You.
We're the best at visual bits on the radio. I'm proud of that.
When we were little tater tots
Yes,
in elementary school, our gym teacher, I remember him, he signed up to go into the Army.
Oh, shit.
And he came back to the school after basic training in his Army uniform and everything. And he came into the cafeteria, and everyone was applauding, and he was just standing there. And I remember, everyone standing up applauding, and he got this big smile on his face. And Opie, why don't you just guess how this one ends?
How many limbs was he missing?
No.
It wasn't
not
limbs?
even that good. We weren't even able to say hello to him ever again. Charlie done took him away from the school. He went to the Nam and didn't come back.
Oh. I missed the story. I thought he came back from Nam and got the big applause, and there was something horrifically wrong with him.
He went through basic, and then he came back to the school to, like, say hi, and there was a whole big thing, like,
and here comes, our gym teacher.
I don't even remember his
He's
name.
an American hero.
Yes, he's been through basic, and he's going to help defend this great country of ours and spread freedom throughout the globe. Let's hear it for him.
And there we all are, little kids clapping.
Off to Korea, yay.
And then, well, Korea, why you, was the tail end of the Nam.
This is like a Wonder Years plot. Are you sure this actually happened?
No, I swear it did. It did. It was the gym
Did
teacher.
you go to school with Winnie?
And Winnie Cooper. I kissed Winnie Cooper on a rock.
I'm there.
Yeah, and
Kid wore the Jets
he's
jacket
dead.
because supposedly it was one of our school's aunt.
Really?
From our old neighborhood, like Stimson Junior High or something like that.
Well, if it was Timber Point, Boomer Esiason could have punched him in the face.
So he
or
didn't make
farted
it?
on him. Nah, he...
Charlie got him.
I wish I could remember his name, so maybe I could, check it out on
that's
the wall.
Winnie Cooper?
Little Winnie Cooper.
Can we see her?
Yeah, she's got a nice pooper.
I love her cars at
Cooper's
BMW.
Pooper?
Cooper's pooper.
Oh, God. I heard that bomb, Jimmy.
I thought Mini Cooper, the tie-in, would get a big laugh. From...
I'd like.
What's the standing one?
I like Cooper's pooper better, though.
It's kind of nice. Let me see. Let's get a little view of Winnie.
Come on, let's see her shitter.
She actually became like, what? She went to college and...
she's a
some kind of
brainiac.
math whiz or some
yeah,
shit.
Yeah.
She's, there it is.
What's she doing now? She married?
All right.
Yeah, I think so.
Oof.
That's not too shabby.
But I think that's kind of a few years back already, that Stuff magazine spread. Because I think she's a lot older than that now.
Wouldn't mind making French onion soup in her box.
Oh, would that be nice?
Would you blow a load in her fart box?
In her pussy, without a fucking no pill, no nothing. Keep it natural.
Of course. What else are you gonna do? What are you supposed to do?
The pill. What are we fucking heathens?
It is that. It's against my religion.
God wants a baby, we have a baby. Correct myself. God wants a baby, you have a baby.
God wants a baby.
Handle
I'm
it.
kicking down the stairs.